1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up, besties? Welcome back to another episode of I.E In Besties. I am Stephanie, as some of you may know.
And I am Vanessa.
Hey. And today we have a special guest.
He's
jumping.
all right, I guess.
He's pod jumping.
I'm pod hopping.
Yeah, pod hopping. Homie hopper.
Mr. Cesar, friend, homie,
Hopper.
Milan.
from I.E In Friends. Long time coming, buddy.
I know. It took us almost a year. You guys had to get in contact.
He's literally been begging us for like a year.
You guys had to get in contact with a manager. You had to make the
His
time.
agent is really
Yeah, I have only an hour and a half.
Stays.
I'm timing it.
He literally stays DMing us every time he sees us. When am I going to go on the pod?
We had to
Texting
restrict
us.
when we posted because you'd know we'd be online.
I was
Yeah,
blocked.
literally.
It was a fake Instagram.
The harass, we finally gave in.
I emailed you I emailed your business account. I was like, hey, it's me again.
God.
Just wondering when.
Just following up,
Can I ask why you wanted to come on the show? Is
I
there
don't
anything
know.
specific you feel like you can't say between your
So like, I can definitely be myself here, and no one's gonna judge me, which is kind of cool.
This is a safe space.
You know, and I feel like in my podcast, they'd be hating.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They'd be hating this when I say things too saucy. Like they get upset.
Hell no.
You know.
You can be whoever you want to be here.
Period.
Love that.
Just playing.
Who are
Period.
you?
Just playing. My name's Cesar, y'all. Who are you? Just get in depth real quick. Like,
So let's dive right into it. Who are you?
who am I?
No, I'm just kidding. How have you been though? How do you feel today?
Today,
I feel like
October
this is a
the
good
4th.
spot for him.
I like how his sounds go like really proper. Like,
He's
Yeah,
such
I
a
know.
freaking-
He's a proper
gentleman.
man. He's a gentleman, yes.
Look at this distinguished gentleman. Okay, there we go.
But
okay.
what was your question?
Actually, I want to talk about the Bad Bunny concert because I have a lot to say. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I
she
didn't wanna
said,
go.
fuck how you're feeling
I didn't want to go. Yeah, she was like, I was like, so do you really want to know how I really
He was
feel?
about to go off right now.
Hey, I'm
and
good.
He said, actually,
Hey, I'm good.
never mind.
Let's
We have
start.
way
Let's
more
start
important
cheery.
things to
Let's
talk
start
about.
cheery, and then we'll.
Why do you think I'm sad?
Do you really want to go? Are you a fan?
No.
I won $1,000 at
Are
the
you a
7-Eleven.
Of
Like, are
what?
you a Bad Bunny fan?
Yeah,
Really, like a 1 to 10?
like a 7 or an 8. Like I
Okay.
would have paid tickets, but like that weren't like $600.
Okay.
I would
Are
have
you a
paid
fan?
300.
I think the most I would have paid for some tickets, probably like 200 if I'm
200,
being deadass.
300
Okay.
at most.
Most,
That's
yeah,
reaching with
yeah.
with the fees.
And knowing that those seats are like way at the back, I was telling my sister, bro, might as well put his ass on the fucking TV, turn the strobe lights on,
Yeah.
just bump that shit, and it's like we're there.
Yeah.
No, it really, and I think that one was live. I think he like
One of
filmed
them
it
was
or
live
something.
streamed.
Yeah, yeah,
A couple,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm not a fan. I didn't know I wasn't a fan until I went to the concert.
Oh, no.
Like I didn't know a single fucking song. Like not one song.
For real?
I mean, I knew the song. I just didn't know
Yeah,
the lyrics.
they know
Okay,
the main
okay.
chorus of the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even then, and then also he would talk, and oh my god, I'm so sorry, but I just really could not fucking understand him. He looked so sad, so he was talking into the mic, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? This is the #1 artist in the world right now, buddy. Like,
Yeah.
I need a performance.
You want like a Lady Gaga
I need
type
you
of
to
Britney
shake-
Spears.
Okay.
Megan Thee Stallion ass shaking.
Yes.
Water
Like,
breaking.
listen, I've seen Ricky
neck
Martin perform,
twerking.
and he is a king. Like, he really puts on a show.
Ricky Martin.
And I feel like Bad Bunny, like, obviously he sounds fucking amazing, but he just stood and walked around the stage the whole
But
time.
Ricky Martin has that diva in him, you know?
Yeah.
I love that.
That's what I
Yeah.
expected from Bad Bunny,
Yeah.
though. And everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh, he's tired. Bitch, that's your job.
Going
Like,
hard 3 days, bro.
Yeah.
You know, do what you gotta do.
I'm
Take
like,
a Red
girl,
Bull.
drink a Red Bull. Yeah,
Deadass.
exactly.
Easy.
I was honestly so disappointed. I was so
Yeah,
disappointed.
yeah.
Because I go to a concert for a performance. Like,
Yeah.
like you said,
Yeah.
like I could have watched you fucking stand and sing.
Do you feel like the length of like how far you were killed it as well? Do you feel like if you were closer, you probably would have had it better, or you think it would have been like not changed anything?
I think honestly, if you weren't like front row, then it probably
Not worth
would've-
it.
If you're
Yeah, I
in
don't
front
think it
row,
was
you
worth
weren't
it.
nobody. That's what she's trying to
I
say.
didn't drop 3 grand on the front row.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, because our tickets were like $700.
No.
I only went because I owe my little brother a birthday gift. So like I took it was my little brother's like first concert or whatever. But
Okay.
he had a fucking blast. Like
Yeah.
he like kept going, "This is the best day of my life," and I'd be
Oh,
like,
that's so cute.
So look,
I
yeah,
love that.
I was vibing.
It was
because,
worth it.
Yeah, I didn't want to
'Cause of
kill
that,
his
yeah.
vibe.
Okay.
Love that.
But just in general, I was like, man, like if I was the #1 artist in the world and I had this much fucking money, I would have done so much with the stage.
And I thank you. And I really appreciate that. The fact that you said you weren't having the best time, but you weren't trying to ruin the vibe for him. So you still like try to put your best foot forward, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Haven't you been around people, Cesar, where you're like having a great fucking night and then they're just
Bro,
like
they just
some
like bring
Debbie
it
Downers?
down. They just bring it down.
Dude, it's like, bro, like I get it, you know, go home, you know, go
like,
drink
where'd
a
you
Red Bull.
come?
Yeah, no, deadass. Like I go to like raves and stuff, so there's different types of like electronic music, right? There's a
Yeah.
homie that sometimes doesn't fuck with like
Yeah.
our type of music. He was eating a hot dog during a set, bro. We got so mad. We're like started walking away, and then like
Yeah.
a song that he liked started playing, and
Yeah.
he joined in, and like it was honestly the best day ever.
Yeah,
like once he joined and like
Ah.
fucking partied
It's
with
the-
us, cause like
Yeah, because
you ruined the vibe at one point or another.
Exactly.
And but our section in itself wasn't like hyped.
I mean, they were getting fights and shit.
Yeah, those fucking ugly girls. And there was a guy behind me who was, it wasn't just girls. I'm just saying ugly girls as a gender neutral term.
Yes, love it.
Those ugly fighting girls,
girlies.
all of them.
Yes, all the fangirlies. There was this guy behind me that was so fucking wasted, and I knew 100% he was gonna throw up on me. He didn't, thank God. But I was like, man, this motherfucker is like, he was like, and I was like, oh my God, no. But anyways, other than that, it was cool.
Wouldn't you imagine, bro, paying like
Six,
seven up for some tickets, and then to be like, oh damn, I blacked out mid show.
Yeah.
Threw up all over myself. Don't
Yeah.
remember the damn concert. What?
That
That's
happened
the
to me
worst.
once. Not gonna lie.
Fuck. For what concert?
Actually, no, it's not that bad. You know, we had bad days.
Sometimes you have bad days. Sometimes you have
You
bad
win
days.
some, you lose some.
To be fair, I was a child. I was pretty young. I went to Camp Flogna.
Oh shit.
And I got
Oh.
so wasted, like so
Yeah.
wasted, and I was like dragged
She's
out.
not been allowed in
Damn.
there.
No.
That's now we
You're the reason
understand
they
age
closed it
limits.
down. You're like,
She's the
They closed it
no,
down.
they just haven't done
She's
it
the
in a
reason they
while.
put age limits. You're like, you know
Yeah.
what? We can't keep letting this happen.
You know, there's
Stephanie comes every year. She does it
She's the reason you
all the
can't buy
time.
beer outside of the certain tent areas and shit.
Oh,
You know what?
just-
Now that I think of it, I also killed the vibe hell out of at another.
Bro.
It was Stagecoach.
You're not invited.
Bro, no, I'm just maybe I'm the problem.
You're not
Making it
invited.
real hard for me to, you know.
We're thinking about going to a
Defend me?
concert this next
defending
year.
this girl.
Dude, yeah, don't invite me. But I also can't tell if it was just maybe me, like, and my vibes were, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it probably
Sometimes
was
if
just
your
me.
vibes, you don't want to party, and you go in with that like vibe, you're like, I don't want to party, so you won't have fun.
Yeah,
That's
and then I
tough.
forgot my ID at home, so I
Oof.
couldn't even. It was like my first sober concert in a really, really,
And it was
really,
the
really
country
long
music?
time. It was what?
It was.
Oh no, I'm talking about the Bad Bunny one. No, the country one.
But you forgot your ID at the back.
I forgot my ID of the Bad Bunny one.
Yeah.
But your brother couldn't just. Oh, your brother's not 21.
17,
Fuck, I
he's a baby.
forgot.
And dude, the
Damn.
SoFi is the most fucking confusing stadium I've ever been in my life. Like literally. And I got there super faded, and it took us an hour and a half to find our seat. But he came out super late, so it didn't matter. But I
Yeah.
was literally like, oh my fuck. It felt like if I was going into. Have you guys been to Star Wars Land?
Yeah. You're just like in circles.
It literally made me feel like I was on the Millennium Falcon ride. Like I was like, what the fuck? It was terrible.
Faded.
Yeah, maybe it was just me.
Yeah, maybe I think it was the fadedness.
Yo,
No,
the
well, that
fadedness
went away by the
first.
time he came out.
First,
I heard,
sure.
I heard it took forever.
Yeah, he took forever, but then the concert was insanely long. It was like 3 hours.
That's why people got so fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Oh, I guess that makes
There's a
sense.
drinking
then.
and the waiting.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
waiting and they're drinking, they're waiting and they're pre-gaming and
Damn.
That is so true.
But then again, like, know your limit. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like, especially
at
if
a
you're
concert.
at a concert, bro. Like, if you know that, you know, like 4 drinks, 5 drinks in, you're already gonna start hitting that. Like, fuck, I'm super fucked up. You know, like, know your.
Like, I
know
can't walk
yourself,
type of
you know what
fucked
I mean?
up.
Like, lax up. You know, the self control, y'all. Like, come on, don't.
But it's Bad
some
Bunny.
of us don't have
Be
that. okay?
better.
Yeah, some of us just keep
Some
drinking
of us
until
are
the
doing better, you're
water
doing
makes
better.
us throw up.
That's the old you.
That's
know?
the old me.
That's the old
I'm
you.
sober now.
Yeah, we're doing better.
Sober October.
Oh my god! Why do you guys have to rhyme everything? No,
Wait, what you say?
not November.
Sober October.
October.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
No, not November.
Do you have
Dry
any?
spill December.
Do you have any Halloween plans?
Halloween plans. I have a pretty busy
Oh,
busy,
let's
busy
let's
schedule.
talk about
Well,
it.
we have the show that we're going to for I.E In Friends on what the
Saturday?
9th, the 8th.
yeah.
Okay,
This Saturday.
Let's plug it. What is it?
Oh yeah, because it comes
Saturday
out.
Yeah,
comedy
tomorrow.
show.
Comes out
Send me the comedy show at the Pico Rivera Sports Arena. Pull up and support us. Just go watch us. Have some fun. It'll start. I think the show starts at 8 and it ends at 10. But then the whole thing is just like it's like a whole arena where you can buy food and like hang around with your friends and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
It's a pretty cool thing.
So it's 8 to 10, like all the comedians.
No, the whole thing opens at 5.
Oh wow, so it's like an all day thing.
They close at 12, but we're
Oh,
up at like
shit.
from 8 to 10. We don't know what time though
Oh.
for like our own individual
Are you
show.
nervous?
Nah, Now it's not that nerve-wracking when it's like all three of us together.
Oh, you guys are gonna do it together? Because
Yeah.
last time you guys did it.
We did stand-up last time.
Yeah.
So stand-up and this
How
is different.
was that experience?
Oh.
The
Stand-up?
stand-up. Let's talk about it.
Stand-up was cool.
Yeah.
It was
No,
interesting.
Why?
Because I had some real fucked up jokes, and I know I have a really dark, fucked up sense of humor. And I was like, nah, these can
You
stay in.
shouldn't.
These can like get
Okay.
written down and just put away in a box
You have
with
to
a
hide the
lock.
real you.
Drop some.
Nah. But it was fun. It was fun, like trying to learn and stuff like that. Really got a lot of knowledge from like different comedians, different people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then like listen to like a lot of different podcasts.
What was the most
Understand it.
surprising thing of that whole experience?
The most surprising thing was that I didn't really end up like wanting to pursue it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the whole time when I was doing it, I was like, oh, this seems like a fun thing to do. This seems like cool. This
Yeah.
seems like cool.
Yeah.
The show went really well. People laughed and stuff like that. It was
Yeah.
a good show. But at the end of the day, I was like, nah,
It's
I'll
not for
pass.
you.
It's not for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
So
felt it.
what are you guys doing this time?
This time we're all just gonna stand up. I mean, sit down.
Stand up and do some comedy.
We're gonna stand up and do some comedy. Like, what else?
Let people take some pictures.
No, just take some pictures. No, we're gonna like sit down and have like a little like panel where like we're just gonna talk for like 15 minutes.
So like a live.
Yeah, like a live podcast.
Is this
Oh, okay,
apart
okay.
from your comedy, or you're just that's just it? You're gonna do the panel.
That-
I mean, like the.
It's just a panel
Yeah, it's just that.
for this show.
Oh, so you're not gonna do a comedy this time?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Then I had a complete different.
Yeah, a lot of
idea
people
of
think
that.
we're gonna do like stand up that day, just because we're like with a bunch of stand ups in the lineup. But
Oh,
No,
okay.
we're
Is
gonna
there
just
other
talk.
podcasts going too?
no, just us.
Oh.
Just us.
Yeah, it's not a Q&A.
Yeah, it's not.
When you hear panel, it's not a panel. It's a podcast.
It's a
So you're
podcast.
gonna put on a show,
Yeah,
like
it's
the
a live
pod pit
podcast.
type
Yeah, it's a
vibes.
podcast.
Pod pit, yeah.
Cool.
So we're excited for that.
Oh, nice.
dope.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you guys the best. Hope it goes amazing.
Thank
I'm still
you,
thinking
thank you.
about ditching my family reunion. I might do it.
Put up.
Do it.
If you go, I'll do it.
It's my brother-in-law's birthday.
Fuck that, dude.
I know.
I'm just
Fuck
saying.
that
I don't know who
dude.
he is.
Sorry.
He's probably a great guy.
Yeah, he's whatever. No, I'm just
Man,
kidding.
whatever.
Love that guy. Love
Whatever.
that
What are you
guy.
gonna do?
Yeah.
I actually don't know. He hasn't decided, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Cause I don't really feel like partying.
Yeah.
So I told him that like, oh, I'll hang out with you during the day, but like that's it. Like at
Yeah.
night I'm going home.
Gotcha.
So
Love
who knows?
that.
Maybe I will go.
Anyone else
Sure.
been on those vibes where it's like you just haven't really been on partying vibes lately?
Yeah. Yeah, for the
Fucking
most part, I
love.
haven't really gone. Even like even when I go out, I'm just like, oh, fuck. Like
You're like,
I'm dreading it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta spend money. I gotta spend.
Oh, that's
time.
true.
do you really think? Because people say there's an age where you kind of hit, where you kind of just start outgrowing those things. Do you guys think that's true?
I don't think you start outgrowing them, but you start prioritizing different things.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think it's still like I would still.
Like if they invite me right now to go out, I'll probably pull up, but I'll be
Okay.
like, fuck, I won't get any sleep. I won't be able to go to the gym. Now
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
deprioritizing
yeah.
like the gym and stuff.
Gotcha.
But now I'm like, no, my priorities.
Yeah, like I
changed.
don't have time to just be
Gotcha.
fucked up and then hungover and then get fucked up again.
That
like
makes
I was
sense.
for a while.
I will this like.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the hangovers are
Terrible.
so much worse now.
Yeah.
They really are.
They are. Do you get anxiety too?
Yeah, and I
Dude,
get really
oh
depressed.
my god, me too. Not
Damn.
probably not depressed. I get anxiety.
No.
I get stupid anxious, like anxious
real?
as fuck. Like
No,
all day.
I won't be able to like emotionally recover for like a week. Like I'll just be super fucking sad. So that's why I don't drink anymore.
Whoa.
That shit
That
sucks.
has happened to you? Where you get
Uh-uh.
like anxiety, hangover?
I don't really get hungover.
That's
Usually,
wild.
like the day of your wedding, I just kind of got up.
Yeah, what a day.
I was like, "Do you have my suit?" I was like, "Do you have my suit?" It was like 7 a.m.
How many ants his ass did I smack last night?
Oh, did you?
Gotta go get my suit.
Wait, I'll be smacking asses.
No, he didn't, but he kept going, "Mama," to my mom. That shit was so.
fuck.
And then he came up to me and he was like, "When are we gonna sing Happy Birthday?"
Oh, yeah,
And
I thought it was
like,
I thought it was
this is a wedding, buddy.
And then the next morning, I woke up like, "Yeah, I'm good. I went to the gym."
Like that's in the past.
Yeah, I was like,
I
yeah.
know who that man
I don't know
is.
that man. That man in the suit was a different man than I am right now.
Well, if you come to my house, you're just known as El Borracho.
El borracho, I
Yeah.
know.
That's hilarious.
I
Where
know.
are you?
They
Where
see
you
me.
at?
They see me like just coming in sober. I'm like the most normal person
I know,
ever.
right? Hey, oh, you're right
Right
there.
here.
Right there.
Right here.
If you had to pick a lotería card to represent you, who would you be?
El nopal.
That's a good one. Probably El Cotorro.
I could see that.
Yeah. That or I don't know why I've always like very much liked El Catrín.
This one.
Ooh,
He's just so
classy.
fancy, you know what I mean?
He's like that.
Like where the fuck are you
This-
going?
That is the
That
Catrín.
is him.
Huey.
Huey is
Is
that
He was
you?
the Catrín.
We're gonna buy him. I'm gonna buy him a little suit.
Oh my goodness.
That is so
Everybody's
cute.
like, Catherine, $1 million ideas
Who do you
here.
identify with?
Oh,
La Dama for sure.
El Sol.
I don't know.
Did you guys know a chalupa is the boat, not the lady?
Shut up.
Yeah.
I thought it was a thing you eat.
A chalupa? Oh my god.
From Taco Bell.
From Taco Bell? I've been so confused for years, bro.
I thought it was in the
I always lose when they say La Chalupa. I'm like, who? Where the fuck is a taco?
Where do we get them?
Bro, where the fuck is it? What is a chalupa made of? No.
But anyways, while you look for that, today I had a Pap Smear.
What is that?
It's where it's like a what?
Why do you laugh? Men just can't be clueless about things. I'm supposed to just know everything.
Well, that was funny. And it also says, what does chalupa mean in Spanish? Mexico slang for fat girl.
La chalupa.
Oh my
That's
god. That's sad.
That's wild.
Don't give us more words in our arsenal.
Oh yeah, a
No,
chalupa. A chalupa is a small boat that functions as a shallop, water taxi, or gondola. Yeah, so it's the little boat, not the lady.
Oh, that's cute.
That's crazy, huh?
So she's like the taxi lady that drives the boat?
yeah, I guess, with little flowers.
Let me drive a boat.
Boats
I've
and
been there.
homes.
Let me drive a boat.
Oh my god, we should totally be stepbrothers for Halloween. Oh my god, I love that movie.
If she would have been that, she would have been like, did we just become best friends?
Dude, that movie is the
No.
greatest thing of the world.
I'm laughing because I told him earlier that for Halloween I didn't want to be like do the generic like hot girl like lingerie like cute looking cute. I wanted to actually try this year.
Yeah.
But I'm laughing because like when we said, oh, like let's do like Step Brothers, I thought of like me being dressed like as a man, and I was like, fuck, that's ugly. I don't wanna do that.
Listen,
We're gonna get socked out. Hey, bro.
I was like, why are you putting me on the spot like
You're
that?
not only gonna
but
be
you know what?
ugly,
I'm
you're
down
gonna
to do
have
it.
curly hair.
I'm down to do it. I'm down.
You'd be
Yeah?
ugly
I'm
with
fucking
curly
down.
hair.
Okay.
I'll be Will Ferrell.
Okay, well they look identical, so
It doesn't one of them have a bald spot though in the middle, like, like
Yeah, that's
like,
yours.
Oh.
That's your
Yeah,
buddy.
bitch.
Hey,
I'm not
I
doing
love
that.
him. You know he sings in musicals?
Really?
Really?
That guy's crazy talented.
Oh well.
He's in Chicago.
Oh, dope.
Oh, shit.
Good
So is
for him.
Hugh Jackman's also in
Good
musicals.
for you. Good
I know.
for
I
you.
respect anyone who can sing. So
Yeah.
hit me up.
So what's a Pap Smear?
Oh yes.
Oh, so it's when you like when it's
For all
like
the
a
gentlemen out
a
there.
routine checkup for a woman's vagina. You know, they put like this little beak in there and
Like
they
an oil
open
change?
it. Pretty much. they spray something. in
It's
there.
exactly like an oil
Literally,
change.
and they like
Stick
swab.
something. check
Wait.
it
Tell me the
out.
whole process. I'm wondering.
So it's like a little beak, and they put it in your vagina, and then like it opens up, so it can open up your vagina, and then they just take a sample of in there, like your mucus in there, and then they just inspect it, you know, make sure it's holding up good and tight, you know, and then that sample they'll send it to a lab, make sure you don't got an STD, you know, any kind of weird
What?
shit.
No, Pap smears for
Cervical cancer.
Yeah.
But they also check for like STDs
Yeah, yeah.
and like any kind of infections, just anything in general, but mainly for
Oh.
cancer.
Yeah.
That's
And
interesting.
And it's a routine checkup. But mine today was fucking awkward.
He tasted it, huh? Your doctor tasted
Right on his
it.
finger started
The
with
first thing I thought was like, I'm gonna be like,
he's like, oh, got some on my finger. I got it. Don't worry about it. Dude, no. Okay, so I was with the nurse. You know, they ask you a couple questions before the doctor comes in, and she was like on the commission. She was like, oh, you're due for your routine like Pap smear. Do you mind if we do it today? And I was like, oh yeah, like for sure. And she was like, oh, okay, like here's like the robe. You know, just take it off your pants and whatever. And like we'll do it. We'll get it done like a bit. And I was like, okay, cool. So I took it off, whatever. And she leaves. I said yes because I thought she was gonna fucking do it. No, it turns out my doctor was gonna do it, and I have a male doctor. And every time I get a Pap smear when I make my appointment for him, I always ask for a female doctor. And then so he walks in and he just starts talking to me yada yada because I went for another reason actually. And he was like, oh, and I see here you've agreed to do like your routine Pap smear. Like we'll get that done. You know, I'll do it. He said I'll do it shortly, and I was like, oh, you're gonna do it. And he kind of chuckled. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Like, are you okay with that? Are you comfortable with that? And I was like, yeah. I just, I thought the nurse was gonna do it. She asked me, so I said yes because I thought she was gonna do it. And he was like, yeah, well, if you don't feel comfortable with it, like, you don't have to, but. I feel fucking awkward because has been my doctor since I was fucking 13. This man has seen me from a child grow up into the fucking woman that I am today. So it just felt weird. He's like my uncle at this point. You know what I mean? Like,
you made it seem even weirder now.
Don't call him that.
In my brain, like he's like the homie, you know, like I literally all my checkups, like all my doctor's appointments, like everything.
That's weird. You'd think you'd be more comfortable with him.
But she fucking named him the uncle, so
right?
it made it way worse.
It's because every time we like go, like, he's like that doctor that I have cool conversations with. You know, sometimes our conversations could go out like to random things that have nothing to do with the appointment. Nothing weird. It's just, you know, we kind of created that bond over the years that, you know, that I've been his patient. And so I always purposely like schedule with women just because I just feel more comfortable, you know, like it's just a personal like choice for me. So today was the first time that he did it, and the whole time in my head I was just trying to tell myself like, bro, like it's fine, you know, he sees vaginas every day, like don't make it weird, you know, don't make it weird, like this is fine, this is normal, like, you know, it was weird though. That shit was fucking awkward, like it was terrible. I was like, fuck.
Do you think like
men belong in that field?
Yeah.
No, I feel weird.
You think that's weird?
Yeah, I feel like that's very strange.
That
there's only so much studying you can do to completely understand the female body and how it works, right? Because you guys also have hormones that we don't completely know how they operate and what are the reasons. Yeah. And then also we don't know, like, there's shit guys do that like girls don't know that guys do, and there's shit girls do that girls don't know. Only girls know that that girls do and shit.
I don't know. I feel like personally, like I feel already like there's already like not enough workers that work like in that field, you know, doctors, nurses, you know, and those tests, you know, the Pap Smears are important, you know, because they're for cancer. It's like, imagine only women were allowed to do it. Like how many women would not be able to get one because there's so many like little doctors already.
Yeah. So
I feel like, you know, it is odd for sure. I can agree with you that I would hope if it was a way that only women could do it, I would prefer yes, like let's in a perfect world, you know, like let only women do it. Just for me, it's just more of like the awkwardness, you know, like your whole ass old man looking at my fucking pussy. Like, you know what I mean? But I tried to like be like, okay, you know,
you paid him to look at your pussy.
Fuck,
finesse king. These doctors are fucking finessing.
Bro, my dad paid for it because I'm on my dad's insurance.
Damn, easy like that.
Fuck, my dad's insurance, bitch.
I had an old ass gyno, like this was pre-COVID.
Yeah.
And he was always so like, because it's gonna sound weird, but I promise you, like, it was always just so like, what the fuck? Like, it was never pervy. It never sounded pervy. Okay. But he would always be like, ay, no, tienes la vagina más hermosa.
Shut the fuck up.
And I'd be like, oh, okay. And he'd be like, no, ya estás lista para tener hijos. And
Shut
he'd be like,
the fuck
qué hermosa vagina. And I'd be like, okay. I swear to God.
In Mexico?
Yeah, but he was super old, dude. He was like 70.
Oh, it just makes it okay.
No,
not that it makes it okay.
That makes it
You heard
worse.
that, gentlemen?
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
it
it sounds super pervy, but it never felt.
I feel like it
he
never
made me feel like uncomfortable.
Yeah, I could see that in a weird way.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like when your uncle, like
no, I never saw him as an uncle or as an anything.
You saw him as a sweet old man.
No, he was just a doctor to me. Like to me, once you're like in your role, like that's how I'm seeing you. Yeah, like I'm seeing you as a doctor. If you're a pervert, I'm never gonna know that. Because to me, you're my doctor. Unless you literally start molesting me.
That
like one time, okay, this is gross too. I had a colonoscopy once, and the doctor was like, "Oh, can your mom be in here?" And I was like, "I guess," because he had to like literally stick a finger up my ass.
Yeah.
And that made me more uncomfortable, the fact that he felt like he had to ask. Because I was like, why? Like, you're going to do some weirdo shit? Or I know maybe he just did it professionally, but the way he asked me made me feel uncomfortable.
No, like, low-key, like, when my doctor today, he was like, he was like, if you just want to go forward with it, he was like, I'll call the nurse in here so she could be in here with us. And I was like, yeah, please, that would make me feel way better. And yeah, and the nurse did go in there. And I actually know the nurse, too. Like, she's always there when I go. And she was like next to me, holding my hand.
You guys went to like the same high school?
Like, for real. No,
yeah, see, like I don't get uncomfortable like that. Yeah. Well, I don't really get uncomfortable like naked.
You're like it takes a lot for me to get embarrassed.
Yeah, kind of. I just
which is good.
I just decided that embarrassment is a choice.
Yeah, I didn't feel embarrassed. It wasn't like me, like, oh my God.
Your uncle
it was just really like, bro, like I think it was really, I feel like if it was a man that I just met that day, it would be different.
Yeah.
I think for me it really was just the fact that, bro, like I've been coming to you since I was a little girl.
It was the attachment.
And you're gonna fucking see my vagina now? Like that's just weird to me. Like I just weird. It just
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. I see how that.
That's why I try to like state like
switch doctors. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm like you're a doctor. Like that's it. You're a doctor.
You're not my friend.
You're not my friend. Like I don't know anything about you. You're just a doctor. When they check your balls, is it always guys too?
No, usually female doctors. A lot more often than not.
Yeah.
especially like at Planned Parenthood and things like that. Like if you ever have to go do like things like that.
okay.
Do you guys feel? Do you feel odd? Well, I don't know. Maybe it's different for men when like a woman does like you said, like, she checked your balls. It doesn't feel weird to you.
I feel more weird up with a guy.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
It's pretty homophobic of you, dude.
I mean, what if it's not homophobic? It's more like what if he's like, hey, my balls are bigger than his, you know? And he leaves, and he's like Cesar, little ball, little dick boy, and then I don't want to get embarrassed.
He has like a list, like bigger balls,
yeah,
smaller balls, and he has a check, smaller balls.
The nurse is like, doctor, who's a Cesar? Oh, the one with the little dick. Got it.
See, exactly.
Little ball.
That's why, and the female nurse should be like, oh.
Oh my God, bro. Check your ego. That's
Bro.
so terrible.
All I'm saying.
Do guys like compare their wieners?
Like for fun?
Yeah.
At some point, yes. But
What?
not like,
Like
not like
always?
out, not like out,
Through
like
pictures?
not like dick out.
Y'all be sending each other pics.
They
like,
use
hey,
the iPhone measure
like,
app.
hey, LOL. This
I'm gonna
is
stay quiet for the rest of this part of the
Today.
episode.
What? We came on here to get male perspectives.
I've seen a lot of my homies' dicks.
Have you
I've heard
held
that
any
that's
of your
normal.
homies' dicks?
Like through the jeans or like, because like you know you sometimes
Sure,
picture
buddy.
homie's dick.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah,
like that.
I felt
Okay.
that.
But like you grab or you just kind of do a little
It's
love
like
tap.
can I see your finger real quick?
Okay.
Like
he got all shy.
That's here. I'll do what he did. Go like that.
a little dick pinch.
Wait, I have a question. Do men,
Like a little dick pinch.
do men have bones in their dick?
No.
No, baby
No.
girl.
Mm-mm. That's why you can get big and small and twist around and fucking like
Honestly,
a screwdriver, put me
that's
wherever
pretty
you want,
weird
like a
to
blender.
me.
It doesn't hurt?
It's like your-
Nah, it hurts. Like you can actually, I think you can dislocate your dick in a weird way. Like you
What?
can't dislocate it because it's not a bone or a joint, but like you can actually like hurt it where like it like needs like
When you
Okay.
put- oh,
like you need to go to the hospital. Yeah, you need a cast on your dick. No,
Oh
I'm
my
just
God,
playing.
like in New Girl. Have you seen New Girl?
Yeah, I have. I don't remember that
Schmidt
episode.
fucks up his dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like
Meet
that.
Girl is the fucking. I love that show so fucking
Yeah, that's my
much.
comfort show.
That's your comfort
Yeah.
show. Yeah,
I
my
love
comfort.
that show. That one and Jane the Virgin are my comfort shows.
Dude, okay, so I don't have anything against her. I just fucking can't stand the main
Why?
actress. I don't know. It's kind of like Matt Damon. Like I know
Matt Damon? What do you have against Matt Damon?
I just fucking hate his.
He looks too much like Mark
face.
Wahlberg.
I love
He's a
Mark Wahlberg.
wannabe?
I'm like, who is who?
I think that's why you hate him. Because
Yeah.
like, stop trying to impersonate him.
But no, it's not even that because Mark Wahlberg's face also irritates the shit out of me.
Oh,
But it's Mark
But his
Wahlberg.
acting is
Yeah,
more
like their
tolerable.
acting is good. I'm just like, why the fuck do you look like that?
So Matt
Oh, my
Damon's
bad.
acting is.
Yeah, I still love them. Like I'll watch more Mark Wahlberg movies than I will Matt
Do you ever
Damon.
wonder why that is? Like why people's faces randomly just like rub you the wrong way for no reason?
Like
So
they got that
odd.
face like you want to punch.
Or
Yes,
Oh
exactly.
my god, I haven't met someone like that in a while.
Or like,
I need to meet someone
I'm
soon.
like, whew.
or not just like that, but like you meet them and they're like pretty, like they're normal, cool, whatever people, but you still just can't like them for some reason. Like, they
Yeah,
don't do anything wrong.
and you gotta
Like,
check yourself, but you're like, but you're not
no,
doing anything
yeah,
wrong either.
Yeah. Like what's the reason?
I don't know,
I don't
honestly,
know.
because I've checked myself doing that. I'm like, I
Like what you didn't do anything. To
didn't
me.
do anything, nothing to
Like,
them.
what-
They didn't do
yeah.
anything to me.
So
I just,
what's wrong?
Okay,
What's the
but have
issue?
you guys ever met someone where like
Maybe they killed me
everybody
in my
likes
past
them,
life.
and then you're like, why?
Do you think that could be a little jealousy?
No, I don't think it's jealousy because sometimes I meet people and I'm like, okay, like I don't see what everyone else.
maybe you
sees.
just haven't seen it yet.
That's true, or maybe they're just not the person for
you,
for me
yeah.
in my life. Yeah,
Because everyone has different people.
that's true.
That makes sense.
I don't know. I just hate wanting to punch someone because I've never punched anyone.
I think personally in high school there was like people that like were really liked by everyone, and I think deep down I didn't like them because I think I wanted that attention. Like I wanted
You were a
to
hater?
be, I wanted to be liked by everyone, but
It's
I
okay.
wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Not because like I was mean or like weird. I just didn't get attention. Like I think I peaked after high school. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I feel like I
Love
was.
that.
I wasn't an ugly duckling, but I wasn't like hot shit either.
Really? Because I've seen pictures of you. You're pretty hot shit, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That makes me feel good.
Yeah.
I just didn't know it. You
I
know.
used to stalk you so much.
Really?
did.
That's
Because Hugo always posted pictures of you, and I was like, damn, she's fucking cute.
that was college though. I met him after high school.
No, I know, babe, but I went way back.
Oh.
She didn't care. She didn't respect that. She went.
Respect that. I love that.
If you don't want your shit to be looked at
She does
private
her.
it.
She does her
She
research.
she went through your sister's IG, your
Yeah,
cousin's
she went
IG,
through
and
my
she went
text
down.
photo
Yeah.
to my Facebook, my MySpace. Even,
Actually, when we
probably.
started the show, I did go through your sisters, but some of them are private.
Oh yeah, they don't have shit. My
Yeah.
younger ones. My sister, I know.
Wait,
she,
me and your sister, two of your sisters follow each
yeah,
other.
yeah, love that.
Hey,
Love that
guys.
for you. No, but I do. I'm not ashamed to say it, you know, because I realize now why I had that mentality
Yeah.
and those feelings, but. It is hard to be around someone that's super liked, you know, and like gets all this attention and validation, and you're just like, why can't I?
Why can't it be me?
I get that.
Yeah.
Do you feel like between like your guy friends, there's ever been a situation where you guys wanted like
One up each other.
one up each other, like between your friends, or
Maybe
is that not as common between?
It's not as common in guys because
Yeah.
it's.
I've
like,
heard that.
Like
I've
you
heard
don't
that.
like you don't really try to put each other. One, you don't really try to put each other down, and two, like we don't really compare each other. Like we're all so different.
Yeah.
And that's what makes us all like friends. That's what makes us all like each other. Like
Yeah.
this one is different than me, and Aaron's different than me. They're different than each other. Like everyone's different, but we
Yeah.
complement each other. But like I don't think you ever one up someone. Like someone gets a new car, it's like, oh shit, congratulations,
Yeah.
bro. Like
Yeah.
you know.
Do you feel like you guys ever take jokes too far, or like say things as jokes and it actually is hurtful, but you just play it off?
so
So
you-
crying.
So if you have a girl,
Like all the trauma
so if you
starts
have
coming
a so if you have a so if you have a girlfriend in the group, they try to get in your head. Like, hey, do you know where your girl's at? What is she doing? Hey, bro, you know it's just when the Tim's on, the towel's on, and
you
someone's
guys
knocking
really-
at the door.
And does that really affect you? Like, do you guys really fall for that?
So a little bit, you get a little hot, and then you gotta kind of tell your girl like, hey, what are you doing?
No way! Instead of checking your dudes, you check your girl?
You don't check her like on mad or anything. You just like kind of like
Oh hey babe, no,
Like-
I'm just thinking about you.
no, like because then like the girls like our girlfriends usually go like, oh, what do your friends talk about? Like, oh, the way you be cheating on me. Shit like that, and like they can't take it seriously because it's a joke between all of us.
Yeah.
Did that ever happen with your ex? I know you had a crazy ass ex.
Crazy ass
Let's talk
bitch.
about it.
Oof.
Did you ever have to check her like that? Or like, what are you doing?
Oh my god, I had to check her a lot. I had to check
Yeah.
her so much.
Do you
She
feel like
checked
she
me
a-
back.
Was she a little slutty?
No, she wasn't slutty. She wasn't even talkative. She was quiet.
Dude, yeah, I remember
Kept to
her.
herself. It was just more like she wasn't like open to making new friends.
What do you think? Because you're super outgoing, super funny, laid back. Like, you're a
Thank you.
pretty awesome dude, you know.
Thank
You know, anyone that knows Cesar
Second
personally
that.
knows he's a really dope guy, you know, really
Yeah,
cool
just be
friend.
chilling, minding my
What
things.
I honestly, me personally, now that the relationship's been over for a while,
Almost
now,
a year.
Yeah, I'm be straight up. I never understood. You know, she was cool. You know, she was a
She
little.
would come back and beat
she was
you
a
up.
little serious. Not a little. She was serious all of the time.
Yeah.
Low key. Never cracked a smile. Never like try to speak to anyone. I never understood. Why do you think you ended up with her? Like, what did you
I
see
don't
in her?
know. I think it was like from my previous relationship. My first ex-girlfriend was very like out there and like loud and talkative and all these things.
Yeah.
And this one was a little different. She was like that just with me, but not with anyone else. And I kind of liked that for the short term. But then I was like, dude, like, is there
Long
more to
term?
you?
You thought she was gonna come out of her shell.
Yeah. I thought like after meeting my friends, it was gonna be different because all of
Yeah.
you guys were cool.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, oh, you don't have nothing to worry about. But no. So then I had to check her because she was just too jealous of everyone and everything, anything and anyone.
And how would you handle? Because I always like my friends, at least when they would tell me like when they'd be crazy, because you know people only tell you their side.
Yeah.
So I would always be like, damn, like how does this? You're saying this crazy ass shit. How does the other person even respond to that? Like when she would like, what's the craziest thing that you were like, what the fuck?
So one time, like one time I tried breaking up with her and she cracked the bottle. Like we're outside, like in by my house, and people throw beer bottles and shit, you know, like
Yeah.
out on the
like a
sidewalk.
glass bottle?
Yeah, this bitch grabbed it, bro. She was sitting on my car, and I was like, yeah, like we're not gonna watch. What? And she cracked that shit, bro.
Wait, on the floor, or
on the sidewalk. She went, God.
and like she went like that.
And she
charged it at
no,
you?
no, bitch. I would have fucking karate kicked her. Yo, on God, no, bro. And she like puts it on her leg,
No.
What?
Stop.
and I was like, nah, this is it. This it can't go on here.
That's-
She starts.
No.
Shut the fuck
I
up.
have a video.
Honestly,
Are you? Show us right now.
Look.
It's like a bunch of nudes in between there of like other bitches.
Can we get real though about how serious that shit is though? Like, cause we could joke and like it is like funny to like laugh
No,
about.
but that's pretty crazy.
But that's some serious shit right there.
Yeah.
That bitch has some No, I'm sorry, but that girl has some serious issues. Like, it's...
Because that's like the equivalent of like when you're trying to leave a guy and they're like, stop,
I'm gonna kill myself.
I be saying that all the time.
Bro, no, like, that's...
Send her pill bottles.
That's wild. How did you handle that situation?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what did you even do?
So that was like towards the end. That was like in September. And we broke up October 16th.
Oh, it was towards the end?
October 16th? What time?
It's like right around 9:54. Chick-fil-A had just about to close.
Oh my God.
But that happened like in September, after your podcast. Whenever we did that podcast with you.
With me?
Yeah.
You broke up with her that night?
Well, not that night, but that was the night of the incident.
Dude, and I hugged him. Oh, it was
it's because you gave me a hug.
That's what triggered her?
That triggered her so bad. And so then we're driving home.
How dare she touch you?
Unhand her.
Wait,
Oh my
so
God.
what'd she say when you were
Dude,
driving
and
home?
literally, no, he was going to shake my hand. I was like, sorry, I like to hug.
I was like,
gave him a
you
big
created
ol'
a
hug.
storm. I was like, it was supposed to be a good fucking day.
Oh, man.
I was about to get my dick way after.
No, I'm God, bro. I was mad. And so yeah, I got like she tried to like scold
Oh
me
my
for
God,
that, and
that
I'm not a
is so
person that
weird.
like can take like a lot of like when I know I did nothing wrong, like I'm
Yeah.
gonna fight it back. So I was
what'd
like,
you tell
fuck
her?
you. I was like, nah, like
were
what,
like,
what do you?
"That's
I was
just
like,
my
bro, that's
friend."
one is a hug. Two, you're right in front of her. Three, you heard the whole conversation.
And to be
She had
fair,
a-
I hugged her too.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like it wasn't like one sided.
Yeah, and what did she say? What was her
And she
thing?
was mad. She was just screaming like, "No, you shouldn't be doing that. How would you like if you hug your friends?" I was like, "That's fine by me."
That is so weird. That is
Did,
so weird.
did she,
to me.
when you were around her and her friends, did she refrain from hugging her guy friends and things like that?
She didn't have like I'm a horrible. Well, it was not my fault. Her friends were shit. So then like her friends and I got in a fight. And then I was like, I'd be smarter than her friends. I was like, you know what? I was like, you go hang out with your friends or because it was right being at the beginning of our relationship. I was like, but you don't bring me around them. Like them and us, we don't fuck around. And she's like, okay. And then her friends were like, nah, don't ever bring him around. Like we don't want you hanging out with her. And she's like, you know what? Cesar's a way better person than you guys because he said I could hang out with y'all. So I'm just gonna stick around and hang out with him. So at that point, she had no more friends.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And then the crazy thing is, like, I feel like behavior like that, people think it's limited relationships, but if she treated you that way, I don't doubt that she spazzed out on her friends as well.
Yeah, for
Probably.
sure. Because her friend did warn me. She was like, hey, she's very, very, very insecure. Like, be careful. I was like,
You were like, nah, I'm gonna change her.
I'm gonna change her. I believe in myself this time. I could change her. So yeah, that happened, and then I broke up with her after because it's just way too insecure.
And she was just bleeding, and you were just like,
No, okay. So the way I handled that, so I called my middle sister. Shout out to her. Shout out to Fatima. She watches the show, by the way.
Aw,
she likes
shout
it.
out to Fatima. Love
And
you, girl.
so then like I call her and like I call fucking suicide prevention. I was like, dude, I don't know who the fuck to call.
wow.
And I was like, my friend just did this, blah blah blah. And she's like, well, you need to take her to the hospital. I was like, bitch.
You're like,
You need to come pick her up. I was like, who's gonna pick her up? She's like, no, you need to take her to the hospital. It's a 20, 30, what is it? 40, 5150. Like suicide
to put her on, like,
prevention.
suicide
Yeah.
watch. Oh,
And then
shit.
like her friend picked her up. She's like, it's gonna be okay, whatever. And we got like, I kind of talked to her and she was like, not gonna happen again. I believed it. And then then that like whole like October was like party and she fight. And at the end I was like, one night I had like the whole day off. And I was like, man, fuck this. What am I doing?
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
in bed. Random ass fucking October 16th. I was like, fuck this day. This is gonna happen today. I called her up.
Yeah.
Broke
Over
it
the
off.
phone.
No, I called her to like come to the house and stuff.
After all that shit, I would have been like, yo, I think we're good. Just stay where you are. Stay put. We're done here.
Yeah, I already
Yeah.
called your mom or let her know to hide the knives, hide the bottles.
All the glass
So,
bottles.
yeah.
Shit.
Damn, that's crazy.
And how did she take it?
She took it pretty bad.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
did she start doing? She spazzed out again.
She spazzed out again, but it's
Did your parents ever hear? Like your mom in the
bro,
house?
it was a bad.
What would
I'll
your
tell you
mom
about the
say?
breakup. I never told you about the breakup.
No.
Oh, I gotta tell you that later.
Okay.
That one I only tell usually people in person because it's a
Okay.
crazy story.
I think you told.
I might have told you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, it was a very
Yeah.
bad breakup.
Damn.
It's something that like I'm still kind of like.
Yeah, I was
scarred
just
and,
gonna
like,
ask that. Do you
processing.
feel like it affected you like just
Oh,
in
big
like
time.
in your for your future relationships?
Big time, because like as you guys know, I started talking to a woman soon in October, R.I.P. And like it was like I couldn't because like she would like this woman would be like very touchy and like she would like hit me and stuff. I like freak out like to put into perspective what happened in my relationship
Yeah.
during the time of the breakup, and I'd freak out.
And that's very real,
Right?
dude. It feels fucking like real.
And
Your
I-
body
and-
goes fight or flight.
And like
yeah,
one time like she went like that and I grabbed her Like I grabbed her hand like not
Yeah.
hard, but quickly.
But yeah, you're protecting yourself.
And then she was like, and I was like, I'm so sorry. Like I was like, it's just a reaction.
Yeah.
And like I think I lasted with like that like little
Yeah.
like it was only off women. Like if like they try to like fake hit me, I wouldn't get scared.
Yeah.
But I think with a woman, I'm more like
with your
intimate.
friends, you know that.
Yeah. And so then like it's been almost a year, and I think I've processed it better. But I don't think I'll be looking for anything in a very, very, very
And
long
I'm pretty
time.
sure it's also like serving you like to know what to like, you know, if you see those red flags, you know.
Oh,
better.
hell
You're
yeah.
like, okay, like, you're not gonna put yourself in that situation.
Big
again.
time. I already paid my karma. I paid my dues.
Yeah, but you really
I'm
have
out.
no- yeah.
But I don't even think on it. Like, I do believe in karma, but I don't feel like the way someone treats you, especially if it's like badly, I don't think that's a karma. I think that person's just a bad person.
Yeah.
Because I used to say that, like, I got into like a really, 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 really toxic relationship, and I was like, oh, I deserve it because I did this to this person. And so I just kept like allowing it, and then one day I was like, dude,
That was me.
this person is just fucking mean.
That
Like,
was
this
me.
has nothing to do with me.
That was me. I was just like letting it go.
Yeah.
And I remember like on our anniversary, I was like, kind of looked at her and I was like, I don't want to be with you anymore. Like at our anniversary.
Oh my, oh, do you said it to her?
No, I just, in my head, I was just like,
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
How long was it? A year?
a year and a month and a day, I think. No one's counting.
Yeah.
22
20
hours.
seconds.
But it's all right. I think I got a lot of good things out of it. My life changed and went a lot better.
I definitely think that I used to see relationships like bad relationships. I used to be like, I don't want to think about it. Like, but you really do learn so much. Like, even if it's like shitty shit that you went through, like, I truly do believe like it happened for a reason. I'm a true believer that you
And it
there are
teaches
some
you things
lessons
that you
in it.
like and that you don't like about the
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Yeah.
it is hard, like, to kind of get out of that, I guess, trauma that it left. you a
Yeah,
little
because
bit.
like then I would talk to another girl and I'd kind of check up on like not on her, but I'd check up myself. I'd be like, oh, I'm at the gas station, or I'm at Target, or I'm at this. And at one point she was like, you don't have to check up on me. Like you don't want, like I'm no one to you. And I was
Yeah.
like, you're right. Thank you
Yeah.
for that. And then I
That's
stopped doing
crazy.
certain things like Snapchatting people, like where I was at. Like it slowly like changed.
So it was a kind of relationship where you had to specify exactly where you were at
who I
all
was
times?
with and like send a Snapchat type of thing.
What?
And you know what's crazy? I see those like relationships still.
Yeah.
Like in my friend group, like not with them, but like with my other friends. And
Yeah.
I should have tell them, I'm like, dude, I've been through what you've been through. Like get the
Yeah.
fuck out.
Yeah.
Like it might sound fucked up because maybe I don't
Yeah.
know them too well, but I
Yeah.
think coming from like an outside point, like that I don't
Yeah.
know you too well, I don't know your girlfriend. Like
Yeah.
I could just tell the facts. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
get out of that. Because you don't want to deal with that.
But I think what's hard there is that, you know, like that whole thing of like, oh, well, no one really knows your relationship behind closed doors. Like they don't know what we do. Like we're closer than that.
But I feel
But
like that's just controlling.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I feel like it's a kind of like a belief like that we've been conditioned as society to believe like, oh well, you don't know us like that, you don't know what's really going on.
Yeah.
It's just like another fake thing you tell yourself to kind
Keep
of
it going.
justify the shitty relationship you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even when I started, not first dating Alex, but for a while, like he would be like, "Why do you tell your friends everything?" And they'd be like, "Who do you get advice from? Like, if you don't tell your close people about situations that you don't even know how to handle, like who's gonna tell you that this is wrong and that this is not okay?" That's why, honestly, like I know we talked about it in the other podcast, like about like having friends, like even of
Guy
the
friends?
opposite sex. Yeah, I'm like I never had a problem with it because I always felt like, in whatever problems I had, I needed a different perspective because I'm clearly not figuring it out on my own. And I kind of needed that, like, not just for my guy friends, but for my girlfriends too.
Yeah, big time.
I always thought it was weird when people didn't have any friends in relationships.
Yeah, that's what makes it really tough. Like I told her, I was like, bro, go have friends. Like please go look for friends. Like,
Yeah.
but like some girls are just
Was
so
her
jealous.
mom the same way?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
It's
I
passed
noticed that
down.
later because I noticed her dad would like kind of like. I mean, he was
Scared?
Snapchatting her and shit like that, but he would do everything she asked.
Yeah.
At one point, I was like, bro, why the fuck would you want it? Why are you gonna go put a door out right now when you can wait till 7 p.m. to do it?
Yeah.
Like when it's cool.
Yeah.
And he didn't like want to fight that, and I had to help him, but I kind of fought it, so I didn't
Yeah.
do it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing this right now. But yeah, I mean, toxic relationships, I feel like they're a learning curve. You
Yeah.
kind of need them sometimes
No, you do.
because you need to know how you're gonna handle yourself
Yeah.
in those situations. Like with me, I stopped arguing. So from my first girlfriend to my second girlfriend, I've only had 2. I learned a lot about myself, and I learned a
Yeah.
lot of like coping mechanisms. And I wouldn't get upset at the shit she would do. I just
Yeah.
kind of like stay
Not to get
quiet, walk
personal.
away. But then like at some point, like that other part of me had to come out and be like, hey, like I need to
Stand
take
up
care
for
of you.
yourself.
I need to take care of you,
Yeah.
like so we can take care of each other. And I was
Yeah.
like, you know what, fuck you. No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, yeah.
I literally broke up with her, telling
Push
her
your face away.
yes, but not because I wanted to. I had to.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Period.
Flicked her.
Flicked her, like, get off of me.
You kind of
But
do
yeah.
reach to a point, I feel like, you know, and it's tough to say, like, you know, you didn't want to. That's very honest and raw, you know, to be like, to admit that you probably could have still continued with that person. But you get to a point where you're really like, you know, I need to put myself first. You know, this is not healthy for me. It's affecting my mental health.
I gained so much weight.
Yeah.
I gained, like, I was 160 at some point.
Is that why you started going super hard in the gym?
No, I just want to look sexy when I'm naked. No, I quickly lost like 20 pounds because I wasn't eating like 5 times a day.
Damn.
Because I'd be eating like myself, then her, together, then
Yeah.
so you gain a lot of weight.
I think what sucks too about toxic relationships, like I'm the kind of friend that I'm gonna be there for you, but to a certain extent. Like once I see that this person is just treating you like completely terrible and you're not standing up for yourself, and I already did as much as I could, like I'm gonna leave. Like I can't. That's so draining to have to watch someone you love and know this they deserve better, like not give that to themselves. And I feel like that's always kind of hard because you don't want to leave this person in their time of need, but you're also like, dude, like this is way too much.
That's draining you and your
Yeah,
energy.
Not
big
just
time.
that, but I've also learned to like not overstep and like know my place in a sense.
Yeah.
I know as friends, I feel like we try to take on a lot for them and do the most for a friend that's going through shit. But at the end of the day, really, I had to really take a step back and be like, okay, like this is not my relationship. Like this is not my battle to fight.
Yeah.
You know, I can be there for a friend and hear a friend out, maybe give advice if they ask, but to overextend myself and feel like all these types of ways for them, it's not my place.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
Dude, I like would put myself in positions where like literally like my friend's boyfriend was about to fucking punch me in the face.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, really? Like I'm doing
Yeah.
this for this bitch and I still have to give him a ride home?
Yeah.
Like no way right now.
Nah, bro, the only
Yes.
person you gotta believe when they say they don't fuck with someone in your relationship is your mama.
You think so?
I think your mom always knows. Like my mom from the get-go, she was like, nope. So I don't like her.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this bitch was right.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
But you know what? I would never date someone whose mom didn't like me.
Yeah,
like,
that made it tough.
Yeah, like I would never, because I've seen that that's such
Dynamic.
that's such a big dynamic that happens a lot in my not immediate family. And I would always be like, dude, that fucking sucks. Like putting like not even just for like you like as your mom or whatever, but like the other person, like I'm sure she was like, oh my god, my boyfriend's mom's a fucking bitch. Like,
Yeah,
she doesn't
exactly.
like me. So
Exactly.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, but mom had a reason, so I
Yeah,
guess.
that's true.
Yeah.
And see, and it's always so funny to me when people on the outside can see when a relationship is clearly like toxic, but you yourself can't see it.
I don't think my friends saw it too much.
Yeah, and I feel like I feel like that kind of reinforces the idea like that those relationships are necessary, you know? Like there's a reason why you're stuck in them, I feel. Like not just I feel like there's so much like to learn, and there's a lot of growth that come from those relationships.
Big time.
And not just relationships. I feel like any shitty situation like that happens in general, like they could be very hurtful and excruciating, and you could be angry. You can be like so many negative like emotions, but you learn so much once you like get through it and you're looking back on it. You're just like, oh shit, like you get to a point, and at least it's happened to me, where I look back and I'm like, oh shit, like yeah, it wasn't fun going through it, but now where I'm at now, if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't have been able to make this choice, or I wouldn't have had the balls to do this, or things like that, you know, that I'm like grateful for those bad situations, because you know they build you, you know. They're
I do not feel that. I cringe so hard whenever I think about all the times I fucked up. I'm like, why did you do that? Like, why did I do that? It pisses me off. Like, I don't think back on like my toxic relationships. I'm like, oh well, you know, I got the like. I'm always like, you fucking idiot. Like you should just not done that. But it's because it's usually situations that I personally put myself in.
Then maybe you need to like learn. Maybe the lesson there is like to release shame, you know. Maybe that's it. If you feel like you feel a lot of shame, maybe that's the lesson.
It's not even shame. It's just more of like
Anger?
not
So let's
anger.
unpack here. Let's talk about
There's so
this.
Let me lay down. Let's lay down.
Yeah,
let's lay down.
so
Come
you
on.
say you go back into your memory and you get upset at yourself for doing such actions.
I mostly because
Do you regret it?
I do so much.
So we have to go back and fix the regret.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. That I regret making those decisions so much because every shitty thing that happened to me, it was because of me. Like it wasn't because It was just because I put myself in that position.
And you regret that.
And I regret that because it was such a fucking stupid decision.
But then why didn't you take the lesson learned so that way you didn't do it again?
Well, yeah, obviously, but I don't look like I don't think back on the lesson. I'm like, woohoo, thank God I learned that. I'm like, why? Like, I could have just not fucking learned that lesson. I should have done something else.
I see.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
see
it's
what
not
you're
necessarily
saying.
that I'm not thankful that I now know that. It's just more of like, I was like, I wish I had a.
You're just like beating down on yourself.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because I feel
You're a
like
masochist.
yeah, because no, because I feel like everyone's always doing the best they can with like the level of awareness that they have. You know, like you're always making the best choices that you think with how you're thinking, with what you're feeling at the time. And I feel like that's really the best that you could ever do. You know. And I know for me, I agree. Like, I used to definitely be that person that would think back on, like, past situations because there's, like, a million that I haven't even shared with you guys because they're just too, like, you know, everyone has, like, their box of little stories that they just can't share because they're too ashamed to say them out loud. And I really do feel like I'm getting to a point now, especially learning. I like right now I'm feeling shame because I want to talk about a certain topic, but I feel like when I talk about it, like I just feel like, man, it's not the right time. You shouldn't say things like that. You know what I mean?
Okay, I see.
But it's also at this time like, this is who I am. This is how I think. So I'm just gonna be who I am. You know what I mean? But personally, I feel like, you know, when we're born, we're like little balls of light. You know, we're literally like blank pieces of papers. You know, where we don't have any thoughts. We don't have any ideas. We don't have anything. You know, we're being programmed as we go through our experiences, through the people that we're around, our parents, our friends, etc. And then you just adopt all these ideas and behaviors and ways of thinking and ways of being. And I feel like we are all cultivations of like everything we've been through. You know, we grab little pieces from everywhere we go, and that makes up who we are. And I feel like if we go along through things and we fuck up or we do something embarrassing, you know, one, we tried the best that we could, but also what if it was a behavior that we adopted, that we learned it, you know, and maybe going through that wakes you up to be like, oh, like I made that mistake and I'm not proud of it. Where did that come from? Why did I make that choice? You know what I mean? And then you kind of like trace your step backwards, like, okay, like I learned it here. Okay, is this something I want to keep doing now, or is it something I want to learn from and release? You know, and I feel like that's a huge part of life, because I feel like life always has ups and downs. We're never not going to live a life where we don't experience negative things. Like that's just life. It's the human experience. So I feel like why go through it being like beating ourselves up and being like fucking angry when we can just be like, no, like knowing that it's going to happen again in the future, kind of like better prepare our minds to like handle it in better ways, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm getting to a point where it's so exhausting being like shameful and like beating myself up and
for
like,
things that happen in your
for
past.
things that happened that I know that I tried my best at the time, even though it wasn't the choice that I wanted to make. And I just want to share that with you. I don't know. Maybe if it helps you just a tiny bit.
I think it's
know.
just.
She's like, no.
She's like, no, I'm just fucking mad.
I hope it helped any of the viewers out there, though.
It really is just that. Like,
I think you need to buy you a punching bag, some sick gloves, just go to town on your past.
Boxing or something?
No, I don't have like anger like that where I'm like physically like wanting to punch something.
Good.
It's
That's a very bad trait to have.
Yeah, no. And I honestly fucking hate, like, I don't like play fighting. I don't like, you know.
Roughhousing?
Yeah, I fucking hate that. I don't like to be manhandled.
Yeah.
And that irritates me really bad.
I do.
Yeah, a lot of my friends do, and like my friends are always like, let's wrestle. I'm like, why the fuck are we gonna do that? Like, I don't want to do that.
I never even asked my homies to let's wrestle. It's like, that's weird. Only Hans.
Well, to be fair, they're a couple, and they're both my friends, and like one of them, like my guy friend, he loves wrestling, like
he's gonna fucking
WWE.
tombstone your shit.
And so his girlfriend likes to wrestle, who she's also like my best friend. And so they'll wrestle, and then they'll be like, oh, let's all wrestle. And I'm like, let's not. Let's
You're like,
WrestleMania shit?
Are we fucking seven right now?
Oh my God, you guys are perverts.
That sounds like upside down pineapple type of situation there.
You guys are perverts. But yeah, like, so whenever like, I don't know what it is. I think I have a lot of resentment more than anything.
It's a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
It's a lot to unpack here, buddy.
Yeah, but you know what? Something you said kind of like
resonated?
Not resonate, but it really, because I was like, oh, okay. Because sometimes on here, like, remember we were talking about like, oh, like we've never cried on here?
Yeah.
I never say anything that's gonna put me in a vulnerable position.
Okay.
To do that.
Yeah.
Like, I heard something on TikTok the other day where it was like, oh, like I'm open, but I'm not vulnerable. And I always thought they were the same thing.
Yeah, no.
Like, I would always talk about my experiences and whatever I went through. And I was like, okay, well, this person knows everything about me. And then they'd be like, oh, well, how does it make you feel? And I'd be like, the fuck out of here. Like, why
would
you ask me that? I just
Why'd you ask
told
me
you.
that sissy shit?
Yeah, like I just literally told you. So I think that's why it's hard for me to let go of stuff because I'm not going to talk about it.
You're not actually processing it. You're just repeating it over and over.
Yeah,
again.
I'm like, oh, that happened. Cool.
Yeah.
Like that's
And it happened again. And you're like,
all right, dope, love that.
And I truly feel like that's a big reason why situations are repeated. If you kind of go through things over and over again, they keep happening to you, and you're just like, why the fuck does this keep happening to me?
Because you haven't
and
learned.
I feel like it's because life's telling you, bitch, learn the lesson, process what you need to process.
I learned mine for sure.
And once you process, it'll stop happening. And I know that just because I'm talking from personal experience. I've gone through so much shit like that I haven't told you guys that I'm just like, damn, you know. And once I actually started processing my shit and actually trying to be more mindful and intentional about like the choices that I make, is when I really feel like a weight lifted and just like feel like an actual like life, like my life has actually changed, you know,
big time
in some ways. Yeah. Do you resonate with that?
I do.
Yeah.
I feel that a lot. I went to therapy for a little bit.
So,
For like about a year, and like
That's
I feel that like when you feel weight off like off your shoulders, it's really crazy. You can literally
you can
feel
physically
it.
feel it.
You can physically feel yourself lighter. Like
Yeah. Just kidding.
my therapist showed me like this little thing because I used to be like a big overthinker.
Yeah.
And I did like I literally did like notes and what foods to eat and like things like affect you differently based off what you're like doing, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, just think yourself as a river, right? He's like, and the river starts from the top of your head, and any thought that comes in your head is a leaf. And when the river's going downstream, what happens to the leaf? It follows the whole path of the river. So I had felt like that thought like follow all the way to like the tip of my fingers and like literally escape like the tip of my toes. It's weird. Like you feel it.
I love that.
It's like a meditation practice, but you can do it laying down. And then you feel the thoughts just kind of leave, and then you just kind of sit there. And you just don't think about it anymore. It's kind of gone because so that's a big one.
I love that.
So yeah,
I'm gonna try to put that
try
into
it.
practice.
Try it. It doesn't even take that long. Like maybe like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Just as long as you don't get like fucking like
caught up with
something else or like sometimes it's crazy because like you just start crying and like you really start feeling that emotion.
Releasing shit.
Yeah, you really just start feeling that emotion, and then like it just goes away. Sometimes it's an emotion, sometimes it's overthinking.
Yeah.
And then I don't use it anymore. I think the last time I used it was probably like at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of like helped out,
That's
like start
dope.
things cool.
Because I'm a huge overthinker, so that'll come in handy.
Yeah, I also started like setting up an hour to overthink, and I'm a person that doesn't like to waste their time.
Yeah.
So I was like 30 minutes in, I was just overthinking, writing shit down, and I was like, what the fuck, this is a waste of my fucking time, bro. Took that shit out. I was like, I'm gonna stop overthinking. Like I did like hardcore stuff like that.
How did you guys go about like finding a therapist?
I went through my school when I was at RCC.
Oh, okay.
So they helped out. So it was like a student therapist, but he was very knowledgeable and stuff
Yeah.
like that. They were already pretty much therapists.
Okay, nice.
I low-key, I first hit like a terrible breaking point where I really felt like I was gonna lose my shit. Because I wasn't against therapy in the past. I just felt like my life is not bad like that. I feel like I guess the idea I had about therapy is like I had to go through some really fucked up shit in order to get therapy.
Yeah.
And I felt like my life wasn't shitty, so I didn't just need therapy. So that's kind of like my mentality until I went through some like shit that I feel like really knocked me down, and I was like, I don't see how I'm gonna come out of this. Like it really felt like fucked up. And that's when I was like, okay, like my mom told me like either you make an appointment or I'm gonna make it for you because this is bad. And that's when I through my insurance, and I know a lot of people don't have insurance, but I do feel like
Help me.
Yeah, but I do feel though like therapy is becoming more accessible though. Like there's so many apps, you know. There's also like, you know,
BetterHelp sponsor.
better use code Besties. No, really, like not. We're not really trying to plug, but really use the code I In Best. Is it I In Besties?
I In Besties.
Yeah, I am.
It's not Besties. Yeah, I In Besties. BetterHelp.com if you need therapy, but it's becoming more accessible. I truly feel, and but that's kind of really what triggered my journey to
I feel
therapy.
like too, because I know like sometimes the process is just so long that I'm like, by the time I get there,
You already processed your
Yeah, I
trauma.
already did all my
You already
work.
processed
I don't
your
even wanna
trauma.
talk
You're
about it
like that's
anymore.
it's too easy. It's too easy.
so I'm like, oh fuck this, like I don't even bother. But I feel like lately, I've been needing it.
I think a therapist is kind of like going to the gym.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you might not want to go, and
Yeah.
sometimes you don't even know when is the right time,
Yeah.
and you also don't know what you're getting yourself into. Like the first time you go to the gym, you don't know what the fuck the machines are for.
Yeah.
That's the exact same like analogy you can make to going to a therapist.
You're not convincing me here, buddy.
Hey,
Yeah. And honestly,
but at the end of the day, after you're done with the gym, how do you feel?
Yeah, that's
good.
true.
And honestly,
what
like
it's
a lot
for.
of times I'd go in, I'd be like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna talk about.
Right?
Like, and then, but somehow they just know the right things to say.
fool
That
starts
kind
rubbing
of
your feet.
triggers shit in you. That you're just like, oh fuck, like I didn't even know I had to talk about that, but I do. You know, it's just like little
Yeah.
things like that. Yeah.
Well, if anyone's a therapist, please hit me up.
Slide in my DMs. We can
Slide in my DMs.
We can chit chat.
No, I'm just
There's
kidding.
like sad emojis like all over the DM.
What do you guys think it means, or what do you think it means to be in touch with the feminine? I know that's something that
I don't know. I'm definitely getting in tune a little bit more with femininity because I don't think I'm a tom. Is it tom or town?
tomboy.
Tomboy?
For you, it's a town boy.
It's a town boy.
Town boy.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a tomboy, but I also don't feel that girly. But I feel girly in different ways. So I try to.
Like when they do your Pap Smear.
Yeah, I definitely feel girly when I'm getting a Pap Smear. When I get like my period and stuff.
Yeah.
No, because I don't know. What does it even mean to be like especially for guys now? Like, how do you feel that?
What is your feminine?
Yeah, like how do you feel when
I think
when you're in touch with your femininity?
I think I take the context out of femininity, like from being like a woman, but I think of it like like someone that's like female, like feminine, like a feminine way. It's like they're strong. They're like about it. It's like straight and like forward. Like it's not like they don't play around too much, but like they're still like caring,
like mama bear
and
vibes?
careful. Like yeah, like mama bear vibes. Like they're fierce and shit, but like they're about it.
I think that gives more masculine energy, low key. That sounds like more masculine to me.
Masculine, I feel like they're more protective.
Because I feel like feminine, what I've been learning is more like creative, playful. They're more about like receiving, learning, like being taken care of. That's what I've been learning is like feminine energy.
Oh,
And masculine is more like protecting, guiding, providing. That and I don't know when you use words like fear, it's like protect.
I think it depends though. I think
because I think it's coming from a man.
Yeah.
So
because to me, like
both,
when I
both
take
men
care,
and women have a balance of both. That's the thing. Like
Right.
both, I've learned that recently. I used to think, only women are feminine and men have to be masculine. And until recently, getting into spirituality, I've learned that both men and women have to learn to balance masculine and feminine energy.
But I think feminine energy might be different, like what it is to me, as opposed to what it might be to you. Because feminine energy to me is like taking care. Like whenever I'm like taking care of like my family,
that's
or whatever.
If you look it up, that's literally masculine energy.
But that's when I feel most in tune with my feminine energy.
Because you're used to operating from a masculine energy, so that's what feels natural to you. What do you mean? If you're used to taking care of people and you're used to like providing and doing things for people, that's you operating from your masculine energy. Like I've learned that recently, because there is what feminine energy is. It's not like, this is just what it means to me. There is a literal definition for what feminine energy and what masculine energy is.
So feminine energy is like the softer side of
it's like
art,
letting you being cared for,
letting you be who you are,
letting people do stuff for you, being playful, being creative. Like that's what feminine energy is. When you're operating from masculine energy, that's when you're taking care, when you're providing, when you're guiding, when you're leading, that's operating from masculine energy. So there's a balance, and that's why a lot of women feel more masculine, because I personally I still to this day operate still from a more masculine energy, because as a kid, I literally had to protect myself. My parents were very chaotic from day one, so I learned from a very young age. Though they provided for me financially and they put a home and clothes on my back, I still constantly live in fight or flight mode, because I was always being hit. I was always being emotionally abused. And that's very common in Hispanic households. That's very, like, everyone lives like that. And we grow up and it's like, like, that's normal. But it's not, And I literally had to learn to provide for myself in many ways. Probably not financially or like food-wise, but I had to do so many things for myself where I just grew up. And I've just kind of subconsciously learned that like my needs didn't matter. What I felt didn't matter. What I wanted never mattered. So in order to get love and validation for people, I always had to be doing stuff for people to receive that. And for me growing up, that was taking care of my mom's emotions, cleaning the house so that my mom won't hit me or yell at me, or getting good grades so my dad could finally tell me he's proud of me or he loves me. Like that's what I've learned. And that's why I've always operated in like masculine, like, and I've even been attracted to like more feminine guys, and I didn't understand why.
Sorry, Hugo.
And it's funny that you guys mentioned Hugo,
but he is more creative. Yeah, he is more in touch with his feminine side.
He definitely does operate more from a feminine side, and that's a conversation we can have. But it's I
see what you're saying.
Because your
You gotta
body,
compare it to my homie. That makes sense now.
We're always trying to find a balance, whether we know it or not.
Yeah.
It's just natural for us as human beings to try to find balance.
Yeah.
And it comes about in those ways.
Then I never act on my feminine energy. I'm always in my mask era then.
But honestly, I love it though, because it's kept me safe for so long. You know, it's gotten me this far. And now, like, I'm getting to a point where I don't want to be in my masculine anymore. Like, I want to be taken care of now. Like,
you don't need no man, but now you need a man? What?
Something's not clicking.
No,
the math is not mathing.
No, but it's a lot, dude. It's I feel like I really have to slow down, because I feel like I'm learning so much, and I feel like I try to absorb so much, but I really do need to slow down.
I see what you're saying though, because like today when I got here, I was like, oh, I'm in my feminine. I'm what did I say? I'm touching my feminine side.
Yeah.
Because I was hanging out with my mom and my sisters.
Oh, yeah.
So I really, and then my mom did kind of like pay for lunch and stuff like that, and like we were just talking, and I was just laid back. So I think I felt like at that point I was more in, like, I really was more in tune with like my feminine side in a way, because we're just having fun. There was no reason for me to be protective or like anything like that. I was just there to enjoy what was being provided.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's a good thing, to be honest. Like, not in a full way, but like sometimes it's just like you need it.
Yeah.
Guy or girl, whatever.
Dude, honestly, I think I've just been on like what is that shit?
Roids?
No.
It's in your back.
What'd you say? You said steroids?
It's just steroids.
Oh, just kind of like on autopilot. Like, I don't think I've been really... Because I noticed that you analyze everything now, like, from a spiritual point of view.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm just going through the days.
Yeah.
I don't really think
You're disassociating.
about... Yeah, like, I'm super disassociated with everything. Like, I'm just
struggle
going
with that.
through
I
everything.
still struggle with that.
Yeah, like and that's what I mean, like with the Bad Bunny concert. Like, I can't decide if it was his performance or lack of, or if I just was like, okay, I'm at a Bad Bunny concert. Like,
you're the
cool,
Bad Bunny
whatever.
concert.
I'm here to bring my brother, and I'm gonna go home.
Yeah.
Like, and
That's-
I feel,
That's how I felt like the Kendrick Lamar concert.
oh, that
shit.
sucks.
And I'm not really a big Kendrick Lamar fan though.
Yeah, but I feel like he puts a good show.
It was a good show, but I was like,
Well, it's just Kendrick.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I literally went for my sister.
But it's tough. It's tough though, because if you're not like super into the artist, you know, like I
It's
feel
tough.
like it's gonna hit different, you know,
Yeah.
because you're not into the artist.
true.
And you're a J Balvin fan, you said so.
But that's what I mean. Like, I am a Bad Bunny fan. It was just more of like, I feel like lately I've been very aware of my emotions, but in a sense where like I look at someone, and I don't know why the fuck I do this, but like I look at someone and the first thought in my brain is, I wonder what you're suffering. And I'm like, why the fuck am I thinking that? And then I was like at the concert, and I was like looking at people, and I was like, oh, like I wonder if they've been through this. I wonder if they've been through that. And then all of a sudden I came to the realization, I was like, dude, there's like thousands of people in here, and I don't fucking know a single one of them.
Yeah.
And then I just started like looking at everything just in a random, like, logical way, or like that's what I mean. Like,
Sounds like the horrible trip you were having.
Weed will
but
do
I was
that.
sober. No, I was sober. Like, at that point, it was already when I was in my seat, and I was like, okay, this is like, I'm sober. I'm at a fucking concert. I don't have my ID. Like, I guess I'll just, you know, try to make the best of it.
Yeah.
And then that's when I started thinking about that, and I was like, that's insane.
Dude, you're a real one. If I was in my fiending days, I would have looked over to the next person next to me. I'm like, can I please pay you to buy me a drink
My
right
fiending days.
now? Yeah, I would have been like, no, for real. I would have not been able to sit through that concert.
But I mean, to be fair, like, I
would've been like,
was
please.
with my little brother, and he's 17, and I had to drive home.
Yeah,
and it
you
was
had-
like already like 11 at that point.
Yeah, and you were like, if the train leaves the station, it ain't stopping.
Yeah, like that's why I don't
Yeah.
drink. Like, now either I drink to black out, or I'm just not gonna drink.
That's
how it is.
wild.
Yeah, like I can't, and I was like that for so long that like I don't want to kind of fall back into.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Have you guys seen Fight Club?
Yeah.
Doesn't that look like the ending scene
Oh, what the fuck? When he's like when he's
when
like
they're
he's
blowing
about to
that
get
shit
uh-huh.
up? Sorry, that totally distracted
No, you're
me.
fine. You're good.
At 2 hours, no. Like,
Oh.
we fucking. You're like, this is I.E In Friends.
It's getting a little too deep today.
I know. I bring in the deep thoughts.
But I feel like I don't know. I try to refrain to sometimes, but it's the real me, you guys. I feel like I'm really a deep thinker. I think a lot about like shit.
I be thinking deep as fuck, but then like I'm also like I always think of a joke, so like it's counterintuitive.
It's like it goes away. You're like, please go
Yeah, like she says something, I'm like, oh, I
You're like,
definitely,
"Oh my
I
God."
definitely agree with you. Like the feminine side's so spiritual.
I hate
Beyond,
you.
but did you fucking? But you don't
did
need no
you
man.
fucking know, And I used to do that too a lot, low key.
It's a defense mechanism, don't you think?
I don't think so.
No? When you don't want to like talk about your feelings, so you make a joke about it.
No, because she was talking about her feelings and my feelings weren't in it anymore. She was talking about feminine things,
Yeah.
and I was coming from like the masculine side, like, oh, you don't need no man, but now you need a
No, but
man.
like in general.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
You said like
I do-
You're getting deep, but then you're like,
You start
let me slip a
joking.
joke- Let me slip a joke in there.
Because getting too serious, and a lot of times people, I feel like
Like
people
my dog dying?
I feel like people get offended though when you
laughs.
say that. When people, I feel like when people get, I don't want to say called out, but when people are told that, they're like, oh, if you make a joke, it's because you don't. They're like, no, I don't want to. But it's like people don't realize that it's subconscious. It's not like something that you think conscious, like, oh, let me make a joke right now because it's getting too serious.
Yeah.
No, it's not that you're constantly. It's literally it's like a defense mechanism where it's like you're not used to it, so so your body's literally just like, let me fucking crack a joke, like. And if you're unaware, it's gonna just be like a joke.
But I think
you're
it's
not
also
gonna think anything of it.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
Jokes under defense mechanisms. Like joking
He brought up that topic.
a joke as a defense mechanism.
Like when you're getting serious and people crack jokes to kind of take
Like my
away
dog
from
dying
the
soon?
seriousness.
I don't think it's a defense mechanism.
Sorry, go ahead.
I
I
think-
shouldn't laugh. You're right.
I think it's more of like if you can't find the comedic side of whatever fucked up shit you're going through, then at least me, I'm not gonna get through it.
No, I feel like I for sure agree with that. Like if you're not ready to process it and you don't know how to deal, of course laugh through it. Like because if that's what's gonna get you by, then of course laugh. But if you haven't processed what you're going through and you're laughing about it, that is a defense mechanism.
Yeah, but I guess it's a two-way street then, because like for example, my dog's dying, right?
Yeah.
And I finally so I was very detached from him for a long time, but now I'm taking care of him all the time. So now I'm attached.
And I was getting old.
And he's old as fuck. He's like 14,
Why do
peeing
you
and
feel
shitting
like
everywhere.
that change happened?
What do you mean? Like,
Where you weren't caring for him and then now you were.
well, now my sisters don't really live there, and I'm the only one that's there. So I really try to be there for him.
Okay.
And like he wakes me up at 4 a.m. Low-key, he's getting me ripped because now I go to the gym early as fuck.
Oh, period.
But like now I find it funny, but then like sometimes like now I'm getting more attached to him. Like fuck, dude, like it's not funny anymore. It's getting sad.
Yeah.
Make me cry at 4 a.m. because he can't walk. I'm like,
I don't think, but that's what I mean.
but then I make a joke out of it, and I'm like, all right, whatever, let's go.
I don't think it's
and you
a
push
defense
through with it
mechanism. I think it's a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could be
which
both.
is different.
I think it could be both.
Yeah, I think it's different to me because
Yeah.
like defensive is like you said, like I'm gonna make the joke to deflect from whatever it is we're talking about. But if I'm making a joke and we continue to talk about it, like that's just me processing it without having to break down, like processing it in a different way as opposed to like just starting to cry or getting super pissed off at whatever is happening.
Yeah.
I don't feel it as a defense mechanism. I'm just like, okay, this is how I'm gonna process this.
Yeah.
This is the only way I can talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and that's gonna look different for
Yeah.
everyone, for sure.
Cause I be doing that shit so
I do
much.
shit way too much. I send him Snapchats like in the middle of the night and shit. I'm like, someone fucking come get this dog.
Like, dude, no. Like, look, because when you said you had bad jokes, I was like, dude, I want to hear them so bad. Because,
God.
okay, cut this out, okay? You know what I mean? Like, and it wasn't because I was like, I'm sad about it. It's just literally the way my fucking brain works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
At
I'm
that
not
point-
like sad right now. It's just more of like, okay, why the fuck? And then I'll be like, why the fuck did I say that?
I didn't hear that. I also would have laughed.
No, I didn't say it. I said it in my
She thought about
head.
it.
Oh,
because
bitch. I thought you made a joke out loud and we just ignored you like
no,
that.
no, because not everybody reacts.
Crickets?
Kindly.
The skull was like, I'm dead.
We're like, Steph. We're like,
good
Steph,
one.
that's not funny. Are you okay?
No, dude, but the
I
amount.
know, right? Imagine having friends like that.
The amount of people that
Oh.
react like that, because that's literally the only way I've been able to talk about anything lately is just making jokes.
About
And it's
it.
not because I don't want to talk about it. It's just more of like, that's just what my fucking idiot brain
I think
comes up
Loki, you
with.
made a joke like the day it happened, and I almost liked it. And then you deleted it. So I never was even like it. I was like, when I clicked
What
it, I was
did
like,
I say?
and some person's dad passed away or something, and then you're like, oh, just like me, and you like said,
Oh my god,
this-
it's because my
this-
dogs died. My dog's dad had died. Camila's dog died. Camila's dad died. And I was like, twins.
We're like,
And I liked it. I was like, this tweet's no longer available.
Dude,
I was
honestly,
like,
the
fuck.
amount of dead dad jokes that I have made in the past like 3 months is insane. Like my cousin was talking about her dad, and I was like, I used to have a dad. And like people get, and that's what I mean. Like people get so uncomfortable, but it's just literally what my brain says. Like I have no control. I really have no control.
I feel like
over
the
it.
only reason why I would I would try not to get awkward around you if you made jokes like that, but the only reason why I feel like I would is because I feel like we're not on that level yet where I can feel super comfortable to joke back.
But
like if it was with Valerie's dad dying, I would have been like, oh, I wish mine was dead too. Like I would say something like that. You know, because me and her, like, you know, it's deep. You know, it's 11-year friendship. There's that comfort there.
Yeah.
As opposed to, like, you know, with you, I would want to, but then I'd be like, fuck, like, you know, my overthinking brain would be like, fuck, should I, like, you know, not
like that shit's
to.
hilarious to me because especially with like grief, like it's not all the time. Like I'm not always sad, and I can laugh about it, and I do like find like shit like that. Like I'll say it to my friends, and they'll just be like, "You're fucking stupid." Yeah. Like they don't laugh, but like they just kind of move past from it. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, let it.
Dude, I saw that your close friends that you said that your suegra brought up your dad while you were fucked up.
Dude, I was so pissed.
What did she do? What did she say?
It was like that is so uncomfortable to me. Because literally we were sitting like this.
Drunk off your ass?
The what?
Drunk off your ass already?
No. I wasn't drunk off my ass. She was. I was just drunk. Like I was normal drunk.
Normal drunk, like a good
buzz. And she was just like, I don't know what she said. She just kept going, when did your dad die?
Shut
and I was like,
fuck up.
oh, the 7th. And she was like, no, it wasn't the 7th. It wasn't. Up. When did he die? When did he die?
Shut
and I was like,
fuck up.
Bitch, I'm literally going to sock you right now.
Was Alex there?
Yeah, but they weren't paying attention. Like, I would
have been like, bro, get your bitch.
Yeah, no. And after that, I was like, okay, we're leaving. Like, we're out of here. Because I was just uncomfortable after that. Like, I wasn't having a good time.
That was
like, if you bring it up enough,
like that,
I'm gonna cry.
But that's weird already. Yeah. To say, no, what day was it? Like, what? You think you're going to know more than me?
Yeah,
bitch?
you're going to know better than me?
That shit got me hot.
A lot of pressure in the throat.
Yeah, no. And it's so awkward. Like, people say the awkwardest shit once something like that happens, or even just anything bad happens. Like, people say the most absolute dumbest shit to you that you could possibly think of.
You know what I hate? When I went to a funeral and people would ask each other, ¿Cómo estás? I didn't even ask once. I was just like, the lady's husband just died. ¿Cómo está?
Yeah.
¿Cómo? You know ¿Cómo está?
Like, bitch, don't you see me crying?
Just be like, oh, like, I'm sorry for your loss. Like, that's it. Like, ¿Cómo está?
Or you don't have to say shit, bitch. Just give him a hug.
Like, I think the worst thing that you can...
Oh, can we
put all this in, by the way? I'm not like weird about it. But I think the worst thing that people say to me, and I hate it. I fucking hate it, dude. It's not comforting, not even a little bit. Like, not even a little bit. If you say to me, I don't know what to say. Don't
say nothing at all.
What am I supposed to say to that? Like, literally, what in the fuck would I say to that?
With a me neither.
I'm with you, buddy. I have no idea.
Because there's really nothing you could say.
Exactly. But you don't have to say that. Like,
don't say that.
So things to not say out of you know, ¿Cómo estás? I don't know what to.
I don't know what to say. No sé qué decirte. Gracias. No, pues, thank you.
Pues yo tampoco
sé qué no, dude. And honestly, like, one of my cousins was like, I wish I had a dad at least. I was like, damn, you're right. Like, yeah, he's like, what did he say? Watch, I'll show you guys.
She never had a dad?
No, well, it was a he, but he was like, at least you had a dad. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right.
Gaslighting at funerals?
He said, I would have even loved to even know how it feels to have a dad by my side. I was like, okay, cool. I don't know what to say to you. And I just didn't reply because I was like, this is fucking awkward.
Grief is interesting because some people actually want you to go up to him and be like, oh, I'm so sorry. He was a great guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, why are you lying? I know you didn't like him.
Bro, I know you still owe him fucking $300.
A lot of people came up to me and they're like, I'm your dad's really good friend. And I was like, I've literally never heard of you in my entire fucking life. Known. Like, I have no idea who you are right now. And I think that was what sucked the most. Because dude, like, I'm not even joking. My dad was such a good person. Like, the fucking best. The best person I've ever met, hands down. But because he knew so many people, I literally buried him with strangers. I had no idea who was there. And I think that kind of sucked the most. Because I was like, I don't fucking know you. Stop talking to me. Like, literally stop talking to me.
Yeah, it's like I'm assuming you would want it to be like an intimate moment, you know, like with people that you did know. Yeah,
like, just like me and him. And then
but like they knew him for a long time.
But that was the thing. Like, it was people like that. I just didn't know them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And like, it feels awkward because I'm like, you're just this rando person. Like, and
they're crying like in
full on. And I didn't really cry because I don't know. I just shut you're right. Like, everything you say to me, you're right. Like, I just shut my feelings down completely.
We're unpacking.
Yeah, we are unpacking. I've never talked about this.
I'm not gonna give up on you, bestie.
Thanks. I'll get there someday.
And you know whatever. And let me know if you want me to shut the fuck up. I would not be upset.
No, it's okay. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I don't mind.
Spray bottle?
Like right now.
Like, For real, slaps me.
Nah, it's okay. That's what I mean. Like, it's weird because I mean, I don't know. Do you guys want to talk about this? 'Cause
No.
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't want to be weird or whatever. Talk about my
It's Halloween.
No.
dead ass dad.
No,
Halloween.
stop.
It's just, I think grief is really, really, really lonely because even though like I know my siblings are going through the same thing I'm going, and I know my mom's going through the same thing I'm going, because you impact everyone completely different. Like you're
Yeah.
not the same person to
Yeah.
every
Mhm.
single person you know.
Yeah.
So my relationship with my dad is different, so I'm grieving him differently, and I feel that a lot right now. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know who to talk to because this is how I feel, but I don't know how you feel. Like it's probably completely different, and there really is nothing to say. At the end of the day, there's
No,
nothing
que
to
decir.
say. It's just like I don't want to fucking hear that, bitch. Like make something up or crack a joke.
Yeah, crack a joke.
You know what I mean? And that's in those moments where I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna make a joke out about it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like something super fucked up is that like I buried my dad on my birthday,
Oh.
so that fucking sucked. Like I think out of everything, that was worse. And then the fucking priest in the middle of the mass, he's like, "What a birthday!" And I was like,
What?
"What the fuck is going on right now?" It was so awkward.
Like, am I pranked right now, bro? Like, is my dad about to wake the fuck
Is
up?
that not even him in there? Like it was so just weird. It was the weirdest thing, and I had never even been to a funeral like that. So I was just like, "What the fuck is going on right now?"
Yeah.
So I think it was just easier to shut everything
Yeah.
out and
Yeah.
shut everyone out, and especially because like. I don't know, y'all with your, I'm just gonna air them out, whatever. But like, I'm not cool with my dad's family like that. And my dad's family would die for my dad. Like, my dad was like the chiquiado. My dad was the one who was there for everybody, for his like nieces and nephews, for his
Yeah.
siblings. Like, he was just that person.
Yeah.
So it just was just uncomfortable that I didn't get that like comfort from them.
Okay.
And then they'll message me and they'll be like, "We're here for you." And I'm like, I
Oh,
don't
wait.
think so.
So they love your dad, but you didn't have a relationship with them?
No.
Okay.
Not in that sense. Like, not to the, like, none of them, like, hugged me.
Okay.
Or were, like, actually, none of them really said anything to me. Which is awkward. Like,
Yeah.
bitch, you're at my dad's funeral. Like, what are
Yeah,
you doing?
Yeah.
Like, that was always weird to me. And
Yeah.
I think that's what's kind of hard. And especially because you see, like, movies and you're like, oh, everybody's going to love each other and
Gonna
stuff.
hug you
And
right
then
now.
you're there and it's all awkward. You're like, hey,
You're
hey,
just
what's
like,
up?
hey.
Like,
You're
oh,
fucking
okay.
like, you don't even know where to stand. You want to get closer to the fucking
yeah,
grave
like,
site.
can I get in there, guys?
Yeah,
Hey,
just
come
real
out
quick.
there.
I'll get back out.
Yeah, so it was super weird.
Yeah, funerals are interesting.
10-10, do not recommend your dad dying, man.
Yes.
Worst. The worst.
1 star.
What? Yeah, no stars.
No
No
Star.
star, no Yelp review. We closed the app.
Yeah, no, but it's really that. I think it's the aftermath of how people get, because it's
Yeah.
it's an uncomfortable topic.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
especially for people that have never been through that, like, it's for sure, like, super
Big
weird.
time.
Yes. Sounds
Big time.
wild.
Shout out to my dad.
Shout out to your dad.
Shout out, man.
Another topic about dads. Cesar, you said earlier that your dad has a girlfriend
Oh yeah.
and my dad has a girlfriend too.
You like her?
Because my parents got divorced like
You
a
like
year
her?
ago.
Air it out.
This is the
This is a chismecito with I.E In
Yeah,
Friends.
yeah,
I.E In
yeah, some
Besties.
little tea. So I
A huevo chismecito.
my dad's girlfriend lives in Mexicali, so he drives like every weekend out there.
Damn.
He'll go out because we have a house out there.
Mhm.
So we go and he you know, I guess they've been together for like 1 year strong. He moves this whore into our house
Oh,
in Mexicali, bro.
feel you.
Oof.
And I'm sad as fuck because like that's our vacation home. Like when we go to Mexicali, bro, and it's like he knew that we were gonna be upset about it, so he lied and said that it was just temporary for her to like find another place or something like that, and then she would move out. But she never fucking moved out. She ain't
Oof.
gonna fucking move out.
These bitches never gonna
And
move out.
she's never gonna move out.
They're like
bro.
cockroaches
Bro.
in your walls and your pantry and your kitchen.
And you know what, bro? Like, he stays on the phone with her here. Like, when I go visit him, because he lives in Victorville right now, like, I'll go visit him, and, like, sometimes I'll catch him on the phone. And it seems like they're sweet to each other, you know? Like, whatever. Except one time, my sister was in Mexico, and my dad was asleep. And my niece was playing with my dad's phone. And my sister said she was on her phone, and that my dad's phone kept getting like a bunch of calls and like messenger and like a bunch of calls and a bunch
WhatsApps.
of WhatsApps, no, literally. And then my sister was like, let me see the phone, like, you know, because it kept interrupting her YouTube video. My niece was getting all crazy. And she said that it was messages from my dad's girlfriend saying like, I'm so sorry, like I'll never do that again, like la la la. Like she was just like blowing up his shit. So my sister said that she went through the messages to see like what the issue was. And apparently they had gone out with like friends and her friends, and that she got really shit-faced drunk and she fell off a chair. like she fell back or some shit,
Oh,
and
shit.
my dad went to go like help her up. And she got completely aggressive. It was like, don't fucking touch me. I don't fucking need your help. Do you think I need your
What?
fucking help? I don't need your help for shit. Like
She
just
said
went,
all that in
yeah, she just
messages?
yes. No, like my dad kind of like gave her like a summary of
like
what
a
she
recap
did.
of what
you
did?
and
He's
through
like, here it is,
messages.
bitch.
Yeah, so I guess like he pretty much like embarrassed him in front of all her friends for fucking trying to help her up from from her fucking chair. And I was like, and ever since that, like, that killed it for me. Like, I'm never gonna see, like, cool, I'm never gonna be cool with you, bitch. Like, you're gonna be rude as fuck like that for no fucking reason. Like,
Literally.
he's trying to fucking help you. Fucking lets you live in our home, bitch. He's most likely giving you money, fucking bum.
Hey.
And you're over here. I'm sorry.
Fucking
I'm
bum,
not
air
like
it
this,
out.
you guys. But I literally.
Let your spiritual side out.
Like, that's my father, bitch. And, like, it's still, like, I'm so human at the end of the day. And it
Yeah.
pisses me off. Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna be fucking rude as fuck like that, like, I don't give a fuck, like, why you're rude. Like, just, you know. But then, like, at the end of the day, my dad loves himself some toxicas. So, I can't, you know. And it's
is she younger than him?
Yes.
By how much?
Not that much. I think probably like 5 years.
Okay, that's not too
that's-
much.
that's
my dad beats
respectable.
your dad like crazy.
Yeah.
Your dad has a young girlfriend? How young?
How young do you want to guess?
25.
Wait, how old's your dad?
Oh, my dad's 44.
25?
A little bit more. Up
28? Damn.
Your dad's 45?
44. 44.
44. What the fuck? How old are you?
24.
How's
Yeah.
your mom?
41. 41?
Damn.
41 or 42?
She had you young as hell.
She had me, she was like 17, 18.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's gross. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just that shit really grosses me out.
What? Them having the girlfriend?
Yeah, like young
Right?
girlfriends.
And then my mom be asking me why I smoke weed. I'm like, because there's a 28-year-old living in my house.
Because this
This
bitch I went to high school with is dating my
this
dad.
fucking raggedy ass
Dude.
bitch at my house, bro. I didn't even know she moved in. She moved in. My dad didn't tell me.
What?
Why don't they
We're
tell
all
you,
airing
bro?
out our
I was
feelings.
in the-
Mama
prepare
right
me
now.
for
I was in the hallway and I was like, fuck is that smell? And I get smell like a different perfume in the house and it
Yeah.
smells bad. And like I come back the next morning, I'm like, what the fuck is that smell? I was like, someone living here? I asked my sister, she's like, yeah, you didn't know that the lady's living here? I was like, what?
And you live with your mom?
With my dad.
Oh, you live with your dad?
Yeah.
Oh, so now you have a roomie.
Literally, it's some stranger.
And you walk in like, I like chocolate chip in my pancake.
And she don't even, this bitch don't even know how to cook.
Oh, I mean, she's 28.
Like her food, like bro, all she cooks is like
She don't got
carne
kids?
with, huh?
She don't got kids?
She got one, but not with her.
And she's... No, I meant like, if you got kids, you gotta learn how to
Does your
cook.
dad have a lot of money?
No.
Does he date 20? Oh, he doesn't.
My dad could pull bad bitches that are my age. Like I showed him, like there's this like I hang out with like really pretty girls and like, oh my god, your dad. And
I have
like
to see. Show me a picture.
Yeah,
like-
show us.
I'm
We have to
sorry,
see
you can't
now
say all
if your
that
dad's a
and then
dill.
not show a pic.
Sorry, Cesar.
I'm
Don't mean to
sorry.
traumatize you
Yeah.
more, but if you have a hot dad, we have to know.
Jesus. I don't really have too many pictures of me with him. I think I have this one. Where'd it go?
What's it called? But yeah, no, it was really
This is
it's
a little
really
old.
something.
This is from this year.
That's your dad?
Yeah.
Get him on the podcast.
Hey yo. Whatever y'all
I mean,
get.
I can see
I see
why
it. I see
young
it.
girls would date him.
Yeah.
But, like,
because
my
he
dad-
doesn't look old.
But my
I
dad
see
pulls
it.
like pretty. Like this girl.
No, I see it. I see
This girl.
it.
This
oh,
girl.
like she's not up to
This
what
girl
he
not
could
up
pull?
to par to no one.
Ah, gotcha.
Like,
gotcha.
it's like-
It's about what's on the inside.
I don't know what's on the inside either, but that shit don't look good. And then she. And then
Did she try to hang out with you?
No, so yesterday she was disrespectful. So I'm with the
What?
girlies. I'm gonna get the
Okay.
tea.
What?
So I was talking to my dad. We were like actually like having a real conversation about
Yeah.
like life, like
Yeah.
actual life shit. And she's like she's like in the room, she's like talking to her, whatever. And I'm talking to my dad. And then we're talking to each other. We're like this far away.
Yeah.
And this bitch fucking has the audacity to hang up the phone where she's calling her mom, whatever. She comes to the my dad still and I talking a little bit, and she just interrupts me completely. She starts talking about her mom, like all this shit, and I was like, and I looked at my dad, and I was like, you better get your bitch.
And
What?
And I stayed quiet. And I went to the restroom. I counted to 10. Went to the restroom. Texted my sisters like, I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna go smoke and I'm gonna be cool. On my way out, I was like, hey, we were talking. I told my dad, I was like, we were talking. I was like, don't let her ever disrespect me like that. This is my house.
Damn.
Yeah, and he was like, he's like, well, we can continue this conversation sometime. I was like, this conversation never even happened anymore.
Oh
Like, we're
my
never gonna talk
god.
And I
ever
don't fuck with
again.
her. Like, I don't fuck with her. Like, straight up.
Does she know that?
I hope so.
Well, now you do,
She, now
girl.
she knows.
Now she knows.
Watches the Besties.
I don't care. She can move out.
If you watch the Besties,
Hey.
girl.
if you watch the
Letting you know
Besties,
right now, girl, they do not want you in
my
the house.
sister don't fuck with you, and neither do I.
Dog.
Yeah, not even the dog, bro. The dog tried biting her. My dog's so old, he doesn't try doing nothing.
He was about to die and he said, wait.
He was like, his little leg and
How old
shit.
is your sister?
My little sister's 21. She just turned 21.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shit, and she lives with you too?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm sorry.
But that one's not really
what the
home.
fuck?
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, even your dad, not to be a bitch. Or
No,
whatever,
no,
but
go
like,
ahead.
really, like, you have little ass sisters, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
18, 17.
You know what I mean? Like, cause I have a lot of
And then the
family
sad part,
members.
the sad part is that like she has a 15-year-old daughter that's living in the house too, obviously, duh. And I feel like my little sisters feel a little like replaced.
Uncomfortable.
Like,
oh yeah, big
they're
time.
they're not because my dad says like my dad's always like, bro, don't talk to her. Like, you know, I just go like I say hi.
She not
you
my
know?
homegirl.
She not my
Like,
homegirl.
but we don't. He's like, we don't kick it like that, you
Yeah.
know. I don't be buying her tacos, you know. So, but I feel like they still just feel that little like.
Well,
you
yeah,
know,
of course.
like,
Yeah.
that's our house. Like,
Yeah,
we can't even go kick it there no more. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's
So
how it
they're
is like
just
at my house too. I'm like, I feel a little off. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, it's your like
I
literally
can't,
your space.
I told my dad already. I was like, bro, I can't even show off my sexy body anymore. I gotta wear a shirt in my house, and I'm good, looking good now. Like the fuck.
Oh,
And I got
my
mirrors. I got mirrors places
And you're like,
shit.
Dad, I'm doing you a favor.
I'm
you
like,
know?
one day I'm just gonna take off my shirt. I'm like, oh,
Have you ever tried making her
my dad's
uncomfortable?
Dude. Oh,
Have I ever tried making her uncomfortable?
What's your dad's name?
Julio.
So, no está Julio, eh?
No está Julio.
Oh my
fuck.
god.
Oh,
And what is
they're
your mom doesn't say anything about it?
Oh, fuck. My mom was a whole thing. Like, she saw it. She tried to, like, she grabbed her clothes. She fucking, like, threw shit. My mom was crazy, bro. She went to the house, grabbed her clothes, threw them in a fucking, like, trash bag,
why?
took them. Because that bitch is in her house. That's still my mom and my dad's house.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I'm confused. They're not divorced yet?
Like, no, like, not, like,
Legally?
fully, not legally, no.
Wait, your mom lives there too?
Nah.
Oh.
No, my mom has her own pad.
Oh, okay.
But it's still her house. She was like, fuck
Right.
you, fuck this
I think
bitch.
at the end of the day, it just comes down to
Yeah.
that.
She handled it kind of off, but it was kind of cool. She was like, she threw out her shit.
Why
She took
haven't-
pictures
why
of the
haven't they
girl.
gotten divorced yet? Like,
I don't know.
Would you guys, if you...
I think it's just expensive, so they're like, whatever.
Just go your own way.
Yeah.
Would you guys be upset, like, if you, like, you get married and then, like, later on in the future, they, like, turn out to be, like, gay?
No.
because we're already divorced. Why would I care?
No. Like, you're with this person.
Oh.
Like he cheats on you with a man?
Yeah, like, no. Like, he's with you. Obviously, he cheats on you, but, like, also, like, it just, like, he comes out of the closet or whatever, or, like, they come out.
I would be hurt as fuck. I don't think I have it in me to be mad though, just because I feel like I just feel like it takes a lot for me to be really angry, and I've been through a lot of fucked up shit that you'd think like, why aren't you mad? I think that's just one of like my shit that I need to work on, like healthy ways of being mad, because I feel like I can never get mad, but I feel like that's just like, it's an issue though for me because it comes out in other ways. But I don't think I'd react angrily. But I would be hurt as fuck. But I think I would be mad. But I don't think I'd react like aggressive or anything. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Would you be mad?
I wouldn't be upset. I'd be like kind of sad for them, especially like if they lived the whole
Because they
time.
missed out on you.
That's pretty homophobic, dude.
No, like it's because like it's
Because
really
you're missing out on the best person ever.
Well, that one, but two, it's like if they've been going through with this secret for so long and they're like 40, 50 and they're barely like
Letting
Yeah.
it
strong
out.
enough to like, I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, that's so sad. Like, sure,
That's
you
so
wasted
sweet.
my time,
But you.
but
wasted
then
your
you were
time.
like stuck in something you didn't believe you were.
Yeah.
Which is way worse in my
Yeah.
perspective. Like, you wasted 20 years of my time. That's cool. Like, I probably still had a great time.
Yeah.
But you were stuck in
You're, like,
something
dreading it the whole
pretending.
time.
Yeah, forever. I was having a good time regardless.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, she didn't even
I think I'd
like.
be
She didn't even
mad.
like dick.
But I would be mad because, like, when
You'd
you
be mad that you didn't notice.
No.
The gaydar was on.
How did I not catch
That
it?
would for sure piss me off. But no, I think I'd be mad more so because, you know, when you're with someone, especially when you're married, like, you're at your most vulnerable, especially like during sex. Like, it would hurt me so
To know
bad
they're thinking about a man.
to know that my most intimate moments with my husband
He was
were
thinking
literally
about-
nothing to
Hey,
him.
he's like, hey, she's like on the phone. She's like, but did you suck his dick?
Oh my god. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
fuck.
Like, that fucking sucks. Like, as for a woman, I think. I mean, maybe for a man too, but just like as a woman to
Nah,
know
it
that
sucks
like
equally.
I have
You know
a
what I
question
mean?
for all our viewers watching this. If any of you guys have experienced this where your partner turned out to be gay, can you please comment how was your sex life? I'm really curious to know if you could tell like were they, because I heard one time that gay closeted men, they'll like to hit it from the back like all the time. Like they'll have the girls bent over.
I don't even like that shit.
practically.
That shit tiring as fuck.
Yeah, like they'll have the girls bent
Love that
over.
shit.
all the time, and like I'm assuming either to get some butthole action or to just not.
I just want to stare the butthole and not the pussy.
No, yeah. I remember.
I'm being so crude.
I remember I saw this
bleep.
TikTok of this girl who said the reason she knew her man was gay is because he never wanted to do anything with her vagina, just her butthole. And that's how she knew.
What the fuck?
Oh
Literally.
my God.
So after seeing that, I'm like, I remember my mind went to like, whoa, like, damn, that's true. Like their sex life probably is off, you know, like they probably feel something off. Like, wait, this doesn't feel right.
Man's just
You know
like
what I mean?
ass.
The only thing I think about Hans, he loves ass.
He loves ass. Oh yeah, Hans loves ass.
Does he love ass?
Hole. Oh, he loves Hans
I'm
hole.
just like,
We call him Hans hole actually here and there.
What?
damn.
Yep, his new name's gonna be Hans hole.
Hands
Hans,
Comment Hans hole in
just
the
come out
comments
already,
below.
buddy. Like,
Hans
we're,
hole in the
we're out
comments
here with
below.
open
Do me a
arms.
favor.
This is
we
a
love
safe
you.
space.
We love you. You know.
Imagine Hans and I together here. Oh, that would be fucking wild.
Is that like a fetish thing? Because that's pretty weird. Like that much of love.
Could
that you
it?
guys
Do you
would
think
name-
it could be
nickname
a
that?
fetish without it being gay? Do you think?
booty?
Yeah, like
Booty holes. I'm sorry.
Booty hole
Don't
only?
say booty like it's not.
yeah. Do
The
you think
butthole.
that's possible
The
for
butthole.
a man to just have a butthole fetish but not be gay?
Nah.
You don't think that's possible?
I mean, I don't know about the gay part, but I don't think you can just like. I don't know. Just the butt, like just the butthole, like
What about everything else, bro?
the part that makes you a woman is down there.
That's true.
You know, it's not the butthole. Like the butthole, the homie
Yeah,
has
I
one.
have one of those.
Yeah, I have one of those. Might look a little less, a little hairier than that one, but that's about it.
That's so crazy. Isn't it crazy how life will just put you in situations that are
Buttholey.
random as hell?
Yeah.
Like that, like the fact that that happens and has happened to women.
That happened to our our English teacher. He got cheated on by his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the girl?
With a girl?
Yeah, in Calexico. Mr. Rod.
Dude,
Just
no.
name drop him?
That low-key happened to my uncle too.
For real, was his name Mr. Rod?
No, his name was not, I'm not saying his name because that's fucked up. But no, he got cheated on. Yeah, he was married for 10 years. Yeah, and she cheated on him with the girl.
Damn.
The crazy part is that they had been trying to have kids for like the whole time, but it could just
You know what I'd
never
be upset
happen.
about? I'd be upset if the girl's manlier than me. I'd be real mad. I'm like, damn.
Like, damn.
I was a
Girl,
manly
I'm
enough.
the bitch.
Yo, literally, I'd be like, damn, her pants are a lot more loose fitting than mine.
Yeah.
I wear her sweaters.
Yeah. I just think that was really fucked up because like I really liked her, you know, like she was one of my favorite tias.
Yeah.
It was her for me, bitch, and that wasn't me, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's necessarily the fact that they're like gay or not gay. I think it's just more so the fact that they lied, essentially. And
Yeah.
obviously, like you said, like they're struggling with that themselves, and that sucks. But just because you're hurting doesn't mean you can't also be fucking up someone else's,
Yeah.
you know, lives.
Yeah.
I always think about that. Damn, we really aired everybody out here today.
Today was fucking good.
Let's talk about it. We
Jesus.
gotta have open, honest conversations.
It's hard. It's hard to have
It
honest
is.
conversations.
It is.
It's hard to be open with yourself
Yeah.
and just like be real with whatever it is.
I
you're
could be really
going through.
fucking open though.
Yeah, me too.
Vulnerable. I could really let
We
it
should have
out.
one where like we have tissues and
I
just
try
cry.
not to though, because I
You don't want me
could
to
tell
cry.
that people get uncomfortable though. Like in general, like there's some people that I just know that I can't too much because I've noticed that when you're vulnerable and other people aren't used to it, it could really trigger them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they try to like one up your vulnerability.
No.
I
I'm like,
fucking
what the
hate
fuck?
that.
I'm like, bro, we're both
Bro,
sad,
we're
okay? Like-
It's not a competition, buddy.
No, and that happens a lot, and I think that's why too. That, like, I don't get uncomfortable when others are vulnerable. I just don't like it because then I feel like I
You
have
have
to
to.
be.
Yeah.
and I
But you
don't
don't.
want to
Yeah.
You don't have
yeah,
to.
You don't
be.
have to.
Yeah, but I just
I think it's just we're not taught to like hold space to like for other people to do it without feeling like damn I have to
Yeah.
share
Yeah.
and I feel like I'm learning that too.
I'm like really good at that. Like when people share and I just don't want to, I'm just like,
You're just like you're there for them, but you're not.
because I'm not
Contributing.
comforting.
comfortable. Oh,
I'm not comforting like at all.
Okay.
Like I can't be like, oh, like I'm.
Hugs and kisses and shit.
Nah, I'll be like,
yeah. I'll
That's
just
tough.
sit there silently, and
I'll sit there
whoa.
silent with you, and I think that does a lot more for you, or like for the person I'm with.
That
than-
person's just like, please,
dude,
Cesar,
and a
hug
lot
me.
of times, not gonna lie,
Sometimes you
people-
need someone to just listen. That's it. You don't need a reflector. Just someone to just.
A lot of times, dude, I'll be venting to people and like my close, like the people that I go to when I need going through shit, and a lot of times like I'll just go on like a long like rant or like I'll just like word vomit everything, and I realize like I don't need them to say anything because like as I'm speaking, I'm having like
You're
the
figuring it out.
realizations, like I'm figuring it out on my own. Like I just need someone to hear me.
Yep, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
And they might not even really listen.
Literally.
But they're there and you think they are.
They're there on their
Yeah.
phone. They're like, oh, really? Like, that's
Oh,
crazy.
fuck
Oh,
no.
no,
I
no,
fucking
not on the
hate
phone,
that,
not on the
dude.
phone,
I
like-
fucking hate that.
Like quiet, like somewhere, like just listening.
Yeah.
Please, if you're listening to this, don't ever be on your phone when someone's like opening up to you.
I'll
It
smack
takes
it.
a lot. It takes a lot. So please pay attention, make eye contact. If you don't have
Agree.
to, nod your head, probably say like a or like a yeah,
Yeah.
here and there.
No. No, pues sí.
No, pues sí. No, pues
No,
wow.
pues está
pues,
cabrón.
No, I don't know what to say.
Dude, that
I
literally,
don't know what to tell you.
that
know what I
literally
say now?
happened to me the other day. I was like, because again, I haven't really vented, so I was hella venting, and they're like, dude, I don't even know what to say right now, and I hung up. I was like, this is it.
You know what I say now when things are like I don't know what to say? That's tough.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
That's tough.
That's a good one. I used
People
to say
people
that.
repeat it now.
I used
When
to
I tell
say
it to
that.
people, I'm like, that's tough. They're like, yeah, that's tough. I'm
Yeah,
like, that's tough.
you're all
That's
this.
tough.
That is
Because
tough.
to me, it doesn't come out of my mouth. It's just like, that's tough.
That's tough.
They people like how I say that's tough.
I just
No.
go, it is what it is.
It is what it
It
is.
is.
Hey, what
And
you
on
gonna
that
do?
note, I think we're gonna.
Yeah.
Mhm.
end
Let's
it.
go,
That's tough.
guys. If that's
It
tough,
is what it is.
If that's tough, it is
You're
what
going
it
through
is, and you
something-
don't know what to
If
say.
you're going through something hard at home, it is what it is.
It
It is what it is.
Sorry.
Hey, that's tough.
Sorry to tell
that's
you.
tough, guys. I mean, I don't know what to say, but that's tough.
Yeah. Hey, I truly do wish you the best though. If I ever told you I'm gonna pray for you, I probably didn't. But I really do. But I really do wish you.
Oh my god.
Bro, don't you feel?
love that.
I've never said that shit because you feel like we were talking about it. Like you feel fake as fuck.
I feel like I'm like you and God.
Yeah, I'm like
But
to
you know
two
what?
people now.
But I really do wish you the best though.
I do wish you the
really
best.
do hope it gets better.
If I say I'm praying for you, I really am.
No.
Because I don't really pray. So for me to even say it, like I have to mean it.
Nah, I straight up don't say it.
Yeah. When people say it to me, I don't believe them. But
In
when
my
I say it, I
defense-
promise I mean it.
In my defense, I grew up in a very religious household where that was said to me a lot. So I feel like it's in my programming. Whenever people are going through hard shit and they tell me, I just really just say
Just
that.
be lying to you to the person
and
in
I'm
God.
so fucking sorry. Like I just feel like that's like my default setting. I'm working on it though. But yeah, I saw a TikTok of a guy saying that. I was fucking dying, bro. It was the funniest shit.
Gotta
ever.
shed the
Damn,
tear
that
every
makes me
time you say I'm
feel
a
sad
pray.
because when people say I'm praying for you, I'm like, that's really nice.
No,
That's so
I'll
nice.
forward it to God.
they're I sometimes I do.
You're gonna be like walking up to the gates of heaven. They're gonna be like, "No, you can't come in." You're gonna be like, "Why not?"
Why not?
Says right here, you used to tell people you'd pray for them.
You're a prayer capper.
I'm like, but I thought you heard all my thoughts.
Oh
that
my
doesn't
God.
count. That doesn't count as a prayer.
Wait,
Oh,
does
fuck.
it not?
The thought?
Doesn't it? Does
Like
it
if
count
I'm
that
just
counts?
thinking like,
Y'all ever
Okay,
pray
better.
and then you start cussing? You're like, oh, fuck, shit.
It
No, never
does-
mind.
it
Fuck,
does
dear
not
God,
count
please help
if
me.
you don't say
My
amen.
bad.
my bad, G.
And then
I
you
really
forget what
did.
you're praying about. You're like, all right, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Dude, honestly though, when I pray, I have to. It's just cursing is just part of my vocabulary. That I'll be praying. I'll be like, I just really fucked up this time. You know, my bad. Like I have to curse because
Yeah,
then
yeah.
it just then it feels fake. Cause I'm like, this
Yeah,
isn't
you
even
can't
how
be
I
a fake. You
talk.
can't be a fake preacher.
God, please assist
Yeah,
me in this
yeah.
matter. Like, no, I
Yeah.
have to talk how I talk, or I
Yeah.
feel like I'm
I
not
had a
really.
quarry with my husband.
Yeah. Is that one of the testaments to not curse?
No.
Then why are we tripping?
It's the top what is it? Don't use the God's word in vain.
Yeah, that's it.
So what does that mean? We
Like
can't
saying,
say like
"Oh my
holy fuck.
Oh
God."
my God. Or
No.
saying, "I'ma
I
pray for
swear
you."
to God.
We're saying I'm gonna pray for you.
Is that really using it in vain?
It's using his name.
Blasphemy.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Dude.
seems like in vain.
Hey, but good thing is that God forgives.
God forgives.
God-
God already
forgives.
forgave me. No más falta
Shout out to Christianity for all you gotta do is
Like
repent.
that, like that
Except
Benito
if
song.
you don't.
Dios ya me perdonó, solo faltas tú.
That is so funny. I never heard that.
All right, guys.
guys.
Love y'all. Cesar, thank you for joining us.
Thank you
you,
guys.
Caesar.
I had a lot of fun with you guys.
Have us on your show.
I will. I'm
Yeah.
down.
It's been a minute.
Tell your boss.
I know, dude.
Oh,
my
I know,
boss
it's- yeah,
sucks.
it's
Yeah, he's
Sorry.
fucking shit.
Yeah.
Tuh. Tuh. Spit roast him. He likes it.
Oh my god.
Okay, with
Well,
that
it
one.
was a blast, guys. We got nice and vulnerable for you guys. So
Just a little
hopefully-
bit. Maybe next time we'll get tears. Who knows? We'll
yeah,
see.
we'll see. Y'all almost got me. Y'all almost
I think I
got
could
me.
have, but I don't want to.
Yeah, if you guys would
I'll
have picked that
save
enough,
it.
I would have. But
Yeah. I didn't want to be there.
thank
Yeah.
God, because I did not want to. I looked terrible after I cried, to be honest. So, but shout out to you guys for continuing to watch us. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Deuces.
Later.
Say bye, Caesar.
Bye, Caesar.
Oh my God.